He's on blood rule. Should be disallowed.
Take it off.
Can you show the marking contest again, please?
I hate when the umpires the commentators say shit like that.
Look at this.
What's been evident in this game already? I mean,
Look at this.
The amount of one-on-ones in the space that both ends are getting. That's another one-on-one contest there. See how open it is. So many options, and then a really classy finish from Bell. But that's the key to isolating defenders. Defenders don't like to be on their own with no support.
Indeed, the Swans seemingly happy to kick it up. 28 kicks 9. Handball. It's high ratio. Robot on his left. Goulden chases the floating football. Merrick got a fist to it. Goulden with balance and poise.
Oh, jeez, that was a Bombers-esque play.
Long kick forward, but front's got Tom McCartney. Right did well at ground level.
Obviously.
Lost his feet. Handball.
All right, hopefully that works.
Kennedy was good. McKinnon.
Oh! Thank God.
It's just going down the room just to get it right on.
Who?
Just a little cut on the right eye.
The guy that just kicked the goal
Merrick looking for right. Got help.
illegally because he was bleeding.
Wrap him up, Peter.
Heaney.
Good boy.
Hickey. Injured kick.
I know it's not his game, and but geez, he needs to get that just a little bit better at that defensive pressure. I mean, the forward 50 pressure.
Especially if you're lumbering after Hickey, who's also a lumberer.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you're not going to get the ground ball, but if someone's there, just you're a big man, grab onto them.
Kelly's deep in Hayward. Buddy's got a couple of bombers to beat. Blakey, just the 15 to Gould.
I've been trying to tip it around here, no control there. Some defenders up and out of the green to get more one-on-ones.
Rampy McCart. Paddy McCart from Butler Tom.
So the back
He was off.
from one side to the other without that player being able to play on. Essendon aren't going to be put out by this. Petey could have gone down a little quicker.
Yeah, good
Work,
work.
Laverde.
Front and centre, spills out to Kennedy, who just broke a significant record. We'll tell you about the moment.
Bonus pressure on.
Look how many numbers they got out the back. We just got sucked in.
How the fuck do we always have like a player at the back that just gets an easy kick?
Welcome, Jesse.
I'll get you a better
He can hear us
spoon, okay?
He's in cheeky.
That's the record I was telling you about. Josh Kennedy, second player ever to 4,000 contested possessions alongside the great Gary Everett Jr. and Scott's 38th birthday. So, Gas. Tom Hickey.
You need a tissue?
Tom Hickey looks a bit like the third guy on the left of like the evolutionary chart.
Yeah, they're still very good looking. So, for a player that cracked up to that hard, it's an incredible effort. One to put your head over the ball this many times, like 4,000.
How lucky
Looks
are
like you have a super deep voice.
Oh.
It's incredible.
Yes, tissues.
So have a look at the numbers of
Hey,
here.
you were very
The Bombers
eat. Maybe I'm
Come on,
hungry.
12.
I don't think Lockie wants you to use tissue.
1, 2, 3, and yet still able to pinpoint Hickey in the pocket. That's a great
Maybe he does.
And Jude Kennedy's kick-started the Swans tonight as a goal. Yes,
Look at
That's where those hands go, man.
Nana's made you rice and bacon and egg.
Oh, fried rice.
Do you want hummus on it?
Come on, Parrish.
Yeah? Yeah, she wants hummus.
Good boy, Martin. Now, Peter Wright, get out of his way. Oh, he's controlled it. Surely. Thanks, Bubba. Appreciate
Is it
it.
colour?
Yeah.
Play on.
He's walking back to have a shot.
What? It's
Oh, get up.
That's better tackle.
kicking in danger, of course.
What the fuck happened there? Back to the 9, so back to the line of the goal square.
I put hummus in it, yeah.
Come on.
Gordon on his natural left foot.
See? I put the good hummus on.
Is there good and bad hummus? Is it?
Mm.
What the fuck, KO?
That's a word statement today.
Do you need tissues? There's one here if you need one. Here. Mateo, I'm
Boys,
getting-
inside 50 open targets. It's not good enough. Tell him, Redmond. Yeah, good boy. Someone
Hello.
fucking needs to.
Would you like something to eat? Okay, you feed yourself then. You...
Decline.
Okay, no more tissues. That's more than enough.
Yeah. Check him here. Check him here.
Yeah.
Throw him here. Throw me the tissues.
Oh, thanks, Mateo. I need one. Oh, I need the blood nose. Psych.
You son of a bitch. Look at her face.
You gotta throw the tissues at me. How dare you? Oh, God. I'm gonna eat your dinner if you don't eat it. I'm gonna eat it all. I'm hungry.
Oh. Look, he's gonna eat that bacon and egg.
Sure.
Babe, I'm fucking over it, if I'm honest.
You watch those hands go.
I'm not over it, friend, kids.
Yeah. It's not that you don't want them, it's that there's a court order banning you from 100 feet from being next to them.
It's 50 feet.
If you're going to call me a sex offender, make sure you put the word registered in front of it.
Another free kick.
Oh, lovely. What do we got here?
Coronis.
0%. Play some touch a cup.
Yeah.
Alcohol-free beer. You want to try it, Tessie?
It's pretty good. Actually tastes like a Peroni.
I think we've had 7
It
masters.
tastes a bit sweet. You like beer? It tastes a bit sweeter than beer, I reckon.
Quite beery.
You reckon?
Well, see, it is beer.
It's
It's
interesting.
got an aftertaste.
I think it actually tastes like Peroni. Yeah.
It is a little bit, yeah, like a watery aftertaste.
Papley is one of
You're
like
not gonna
those
like it.
X Factor small forward.
Pleased to see Tom Papley.
Miss, me too.
Oh fuck, she loves it.
Thank you, Ta.
Who would have thought we could play touch cup with Mateo so
Yeah.
early?
Teach her real early.
That just looks wrong.
Hey,
Give
give
it
it.
back now. Mateo?
Would you like a drink? Would you like your own special drink? Yeah. Okay. Can you
Okay.
give? No, not this one though. Give this one to Dad.
Can I have one more sip? One more sip. Okay.
Let's get you. Do you want a drink? Let's get you a
Do you want to
special.
put some water in that?
Do you want one of the spicy waters?
Yeah, babe, do you want to just put water in the empty one?
No.
It's not alcoholic.
I know.
A lot stronger in recent years. He's really built his.
Good boy. Oh, I have
his third game getting
dispossessed him, doesn't it?
better. It was a good
Fucking-
performance last week.
Come on, Shield, get involved. Fuck's sake.
Didn't know she was even on the ground.
Who's the Medi sub?
I didn't see.
Incredibly agile. And Peter Adams and Brian have spent a bit of time on each other tonight.
Ball.
Got it to Parker. Squeezed the handle of Rowbottom. Looking for Franklin. Went to work early.
His sister went number 1 in the WAFL.
Who, Franklin's?
Nah, Franklin's sister's like real high up in netball. Isn't she? Like Australian netball or New Zealand netball or something? Australian netball?
Isn't that his wife?
Nah, it's his
She
sister.
is spazzing because I'm trying to pour it into a cup.
Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Go. You have to.
Well, I think this bottle lost.
No, Essendon. What the fuck? That rough nomination was dumb.
Now in the bunny direction again. Ridley.
Oh,
Oh, good boy.
Kelly takes a wonderful mark, but Ridley
Mama, would you like me to pour some more? Let's do it together.
runs
You hold the
the
cup.
back, sends it wide. Zach Reed.
Oh, that's a big glass.
One of the few times we've seen a defender be able to get off his opponent and be the third man.
Cheers, Bubba.
High now.
Yum.
Hendon on the far side. Long ball down the wing from Charles Francis. Clever snap. Hobbs.
Hi.
To deal with Kennedy.
Hobbs has had a fair bit of it.
Hello.
oh,
That's almost concussion test.
Kelly says everyone but Ridley.
that's so close to the chin.
The third man up to be
Draper cleverly.
Doesn't have it.
To Redmond, we spoken about Joey Kennedy equaling the contested possession.
Can't drive.
Gary Allen, but I think this went past it then. This is Wicks. Mills has got some time.
Too easy.
On the outer
Boys,
wing, it is
Shield is-
shares it back to Wicks. Long one down the line, Franklin, and a lot of contest. Really juggle mark. And he's passed a couple off, but he's decided this is
I'll
my
go back
time.
And this, I reckon this is his absolute favourite spot on the ground, Gus.
Shut up.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, it's right
Here we go. Junk time goals inside the last 2 minutes of the quarter.
That is unexcusable.
Boys.
Yeah.
Merritt, come on.
I tell you, I was gonna eat that for my dinner.
We're gonna have to go make Blocky some more now.
Fried rice and soda does not float my boat.
No. You want to eat it? You go for it, babe. Yeah, it's for yeah. No, I don't think it needs more. I don't think I'm gonna give you more. You're making a mess.
Set it up to
You better drain that water off and eat that damn rice.
Rebound selfish. Can land his third. Set sail.
Thank God, they missed the
Thank
big shots.
God. Yeah, I mean, this is how we've been Hawthorn.
Back after Duck just on that 214 goal assists throughout his career.
Careful.
Are you being cheeky?
Yeah.
No, you're just gonna dump it
That is
out.
absolutely.
You have absolutely screwed yourself here. Megan.
He's field kicking as well. But it's elite, isn't it? When he's pushed up the ground. He's just got field kickers, I think.
Yeah.
In recent times, and it's been on display so far tonight.
Adams crashes into Draper. Opportunity out the back. Chance for Hine.
All right, run with it.
Good boy, Hein.
Gets
Mm.
Wow.
Shield.
Oh my
Shield,
goodness
you're
me.
hopeless.
Yeah, you just
Come on,
dumped
get
all
up.
of your water in
Francis.
here.
Good boy. Dangerous tackle.
Come on, Bombers. Pressure on.
10 seconds, don't concede. Reed, come on.
That's
Fucking pathetic. I want someone to knock out Heppel. Is that too hard?
I actually thought Heppel was done better than. We're just watching, fucking ball watching again. When someone, like, when they have the ball and they're thinking about where to go, we don't attack to tackle. We just, like, corral. And so it's like this gentle jog in. Like, there's
Wasn't that
no
like
fucking.
Reed goes up to the contest to impact, but he doesn't, and then they get a goal at the back.
But that's a 5-on-1 going forward. No one's running the other way. Just leave it all to the fucking third gamer. Pitiful Essendon. I'm writing an open letter to Paul Brasher as we speak.
look at
Fish
you
rots
old
from their
weekly
head
bastard.
Do you reckon one day we'll be good again and we'll be able to be like, we survived the hard days?
No.
Which is shit.
Look at St Kilda. What is it? Over 50 years since they won a flag.
Yeah, but the D's were 60 years. Were they? 67 years.
Vote for us.
Right to the parents.
So I follow some interesting meme pages. This is one of them.
That is so cracky.
I can't even get frightened.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
See the one.
Which one have you what?
I follow some interesting meme pages.
Hey, you should post the link of the watch party into the Essendon Facebook group. Because, like, any other nuffies want to join us lamenting about the umpiring? Yeah, fucking
With your
shit.
devices. The knock on is
I
at the
think we didn't
home.
get much right.
That could be our
We've heard of use with all our
halftime entertainment is like reading out. So it's like, he going to bed, he tired, hey ba ba ba.
Can we say that's in the bedroom? No.
Love you. Noggin?
Primo.
I know this is a long shot, but there aren't any major events on this week, are there?
Oh, you're already from Baba. Alright, you want to keep Nana and Kissy? Mommy's gonna go pee.
Oh, just give
Only 1 second. I just have to pee and then we can go to bed.
Hobbs best on first week. No.
Let's just go in for a pee.
Don't hold back. Reveal your radiant smile with the new Colgate Optic White Teeth Whitening Kit. Powered by Indigo Lights to supercharge hydrogen peroxide for professional level whitening in just 10 minutes a day. Come on high.
It's Waterman.
What?
Got the Medisub.
That's good.
We better get strong. When you keep strong. The only one is talking looks a little more than that. Someone's a little your size, that cute. When's it now? On Foxtel Store.
The house is filled with so many memories.
Hobbs has had 6, Ridley 6, Laverde 6, Hines 6. They're our leading possession getters. It's our back 4 and Hobbs.
Michael Peterson murdered Kathleen in cold blood.
Thoughts, Jazzy?
The staircase. Thursdays 8:30
Keep
on
small,
Flash
look.
Showcase.
Let's get to that. Alright.
Good night. Golfy hasn't touched it. Nick Bryan hasn't touched it. Draper hasn't touched it. Perkins has had 1 touch. Durham's had 2.
This is why I get annoyed when people are like, oh, Draper's been playing like quite well. He's shown more effort, but he's not playing well. Like, he had 5 disposals last week. 0 disposals the first quarter. Like, he doesn't impact.
An issue tonight. Sydney lead 5 goals by 55 to Essendon's 2 goals.
How many has Hickey had?
Hickey creep up on this start by the home side.
Yeah, absolutely. The way they were able to transition the footy from one end of the ground to the other is a particular. No, they were the
Hickey's had 4.
There you go.
in the
Have
competition.
4 disposals
at
a
their
quarter and
best
you'll
last year.
earn some respect.
And Ladham's had 4 too.
So far in season 2022, but tonight 3 times they're able to take the ball from one end to the ground to the other, which is it's always a little bit easier at the SCG because they use a much shorter ground.
That was
went
ridiculous,
direct and they went quick and they got some really good looks in front of the ball.
Bit concerning the coach Ben Ruckman. How do they address it?
Oh, I think it's really down to winning contests in front of the ball. So if you look
Fucking
here, they go forward to 3-1.
Carlton's the new
but the
North
ground level
Melbourne.
play has been all season
Brayshaw,
in
Scholl, and
situations.
Amon.
Here's where the breakdown that is
All like
occurs
linked to Carlton.
is you just got 3 players there behind the ball for Essendon, but none of them are actually going out of their way to defend. And this is far too easy going inside 50. They also finished the quarter of the Swans with a great coast-to-coast effort. So they look on tonight, the Swannies.
Big Buck also looks on tonight, doesn't he? And he's been pretty selfless.
Another game of us losing disposals and tackles. We've 5 tackles in a quarter of football.
We're
5 tackles.
We're 24 last week, wasn't it? 4?
Yeah, 25 then. 5 tackles in a quarter of football when we didn't have it as much as they did.
Really cool.
What a joke. They should get paid per tackle.
$1,000 a
Yeah,
tackle.
$1,000 bonus per tackle.
And every tackle that gets broken, you lose 1,000.
Yeah.
We'll see you at halftime.
Underway in the second term. Draper and Laddams give that one to Draper. Taken away by Warner.
What's the point?
Difficult ball to mark. Redmond.
Holding him.
Fisted away by Redmond. Heaney.
Dropped it.
Winning goal Parrish with a slick handball. Cutler had some nice moments in the first term trying to surge forward.
Didn't have it.
And in doing so, couldn't keep it in. Just going back to the question.
Blue boots.
Are you nervous when you're playing on him? You should be nervous at any point. And if he's off, you know the boot's coming.
Yeah, I like when he's on the bench.
20-point lead is a
Agree, Jazzy.
For the first term. Bell, Hickey, Hayward, and Wicks started to search the ball
Right.
for it.
Just left it for Martin.
Couldn't take it cleanly. Not towards Gordon. Here's Buddy. He's within range. Buddy goes low. Franklin offline.
Come on, boys. Next one. Need it.
If he doesn't mark it, he's first on at ground level.
Saw the cat-like recovery there, didn't you, from 1,000-goal legend of the game.
Who to? No one moving.
Every aspect of what's made him a great player. Better right. Tom McCann's going to be a good matchup. Cutler.
Aye.
Difficult one for Perkins. Luke Parker. He's strong enough to stand in that tackle. Not many do that with a Luke Parker.
Guelphy's nowhere near it.
Darcy Parish now. So it's the mark at half back.
Peter Wright, get into the fucking goals, man.
Oh, he's always darting in the corridor.
Especially when we got two right. Surely one can get down one.
The cut from behind. Right, gave a good contest.
It's Guelph's first
Ooh.
touch.
Nice.
Ball! How's that not holding the ball?
Came out in the tackle.
Doesn't matter. That's incorrect disposal then.
No, they don't pay that anymore. It doesn't exist.
Really?
Well, they haven't in the last 4 years.
Whoa!
Throw!
Are you kidding? Ridiculous.
Good boy, Draper.
Come on.
Is Blakey still down?
Come on,
No.
right?
What the hell was that? You're a goal kicker.
Hold it. Just hold it in there, Martin.
Oh,
Go.
Good work, right? Kill something.
oh,
What did he hit? I didn't even. What did he tunnel him, sort of?
I don't know.
A bit of body.
Oh,
hit the
yeah.
hip, hit the hip.
I mean, you see his head on the deck.
Come Bombers.
He's pretty lucky he didn't get concussed.
Boy, Guelph.
Go.
So up for the man, kicking well from that defensive position. Logan McDonald set up a goal earlier, kept his feet, fired the handball. Finished off by Bell. Parker. Little chance
Good.
here for Buddy, but Settle's scoring. Wicks might give it to Buddy, does.
Someone at the back.
Tackle him.
Again, unselfish stuff for Buddy. Doesn't end up.
Insufficient attempt.
Will be within range and within right.
Too early.
Yeah, too oily. That's why he's dropped the ball slipping out of his hand when he goes to drop it onto his foot.
But it's scored 11 times out of that 17. So that ratio is very, very good.
What's your foot like?
Draper with strength, and then he dropped it, opened it up for Warner. Punched out of the hands of Wicks.
Surprised
Really
they
under
didn't pay
pressure.
that one,
Buddy
man.
again, he's everywhere at the moment, but
Alaverde.
He's got to wait till he gets contact, otherwise I'll pay.
Deliberate.
He's too oily too. He's afraid to grab him.
When the ball's bouncing around like that, surely you can just pile drive them. Like, you would have more speed than that.
He's moving really, really well. He's getting involved. He probably should have had a shot at goal the kick before too.
Who's that commentator stumbling all over the place?
Probably Phil Davis.
Oh, yeah. It is Phil Davis.
Perkins.
Good, Perko. Ball came out the tackle.
Oh no, you pay that
Why does
one.
it go one
Wow.
way?
Blakey shut down last week. Into the football, moves it on to Warner. Let's get around Durham. Ran out of room, gave it off to Parker.
Big spoil, someone.
Goes long, good chance for McDonald. 3 fingers
Reed
is high.
did not get anywhere near that contest.
Keeps it in, good Britain.
Good, Hindy.
That speed.
Did you just kick that out on the full?
Kick
Wow.
on the ball.
God, man.
We are bloody awful.
We're butchers, mate. We're butchers.
Immediately.
Short kick inside 50, uncontested mark. Oh, and he drops it and he has time to gather it.
Are you kidding me?
Well weighted.
Another
And
uncontested
another one.
mark.
Papley.
scoring regularly for their inside 50s at the moment.
Change has to be made. Roberto's getting destroyed by.
Who goes?
Really are.
Callie?
It's easy, which, I mean, you can see these numbers around.
Ridley?
Ridley.
Play off him?
I would have said
Is he quick enough?
He's quick enough.
And all the time coming back into the corridor. So these shots they're getting are from good positions, albeit this one from a long way out.
One of the great celebrators we've seen, Tom Papley, who enjoyed being back.
Oh.
Really wound up with
as soon as he took that step sideways, I was like, yeah, it's all right. We're all right.
It's such a risk to try to bring it back like that, I reckon.
It's just when you're on your limit, though, you just need that extra meter or 2 meters you get from slinging it around.
Why does it play on?
Heppel back to Ridley. Exit kick. More in hope than anything else. Plenty arrive at the ball. Swans end up with it.
Whoa!
He stands up in the tackle.
Dump kick from McGrath.
Intercepted by McGrath.
That's
His
what he
kick
really
back
did,
speed. Blocked off by Fly. Left
Oh.
floats out of bounds on the foot.
Love her sliding over the Astro.
I thought Cox might have been the sub this week, actually.
Glad.
Waterman, though.
Make decisions.
Yeah, you're gonna be fast. You're in a good spot 1 minute. You're in a terrible
Like if
spot.
Ridley had come off.
Francis and Wright.
At least with Francis in the team, he can go back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Chase.
Real confidence.
Come on, Perko. You got to go with him now, too.
Yeah, it's just lazy.
He steps back inboard. It's a break kick, but I think it's time to go to Isaac Henny. The percentage in your favour.
The uncontested mark in 50.
Who's off Papley? The Redmond?
No.
So that sort of room. And Phil Davis, this is your
Fucking
end of the
hell,
ground.
boys. Come
I
on.
thought we got Kelly to play on blokes like Papley and just absolutely try to smother them. Yeah.
Kicks like that. The ability to open up the ground when you're in the middle.
Look, even Laverde is miles away from kicking. And then he runs like he's going to get to the contest.
Redmond's fucking
All
amazing.
360 degrees to angle in it.
Swans about 11 marks inside 450. That's their average for the season. Papley had a
1 and a
signer a
bit
couple
quarters.
of seconds ago.
Yeah, nice, Papley.
Pulled that one as well.
What's Peter Wright doing in the back line?
His best thrust.
With 15 minutes to play back in the second.
Need someone to make a fun. Look at that. Look at that. Since we kicked our last goal, they've had the last 9 scores.
That's the only part now they're not finishing off. They're putting it through the big sticks, but their efficiency is incredible.
The umpire touched by
Durham, it's touched!
I think now has.
How many times can they yell touched?
Play the target. This time too strong, too tall for Heppel. He
This is
does
disgraceful.
Gives himself a metre or so. Listen up. They love this and they love him.
Fuck me.
I hope we lose by 100 points, to be honest. So, like,
Trump, someone gets sacked.
well, there's no, like, sugarcoating it. Like, oh, like, there was moments in the game. Like, we fucking are shit right
Yeah.
now. Like, do better. As like, a professional football club.
Man on man. Just play man on man.
Remember that?
Just play man on man.
Was it maybe 3 years ago or 4 years ago now?
We lost to Carlton.
And then they sacked a couple of the
Yeah.
assistant coaches.
I went to that game with a fucking mate of mine, the Carlton supporter. Fucking filthy was.
Lowering on the eyes, kicking it to space, not over kicking the footy.
I've been to 2 Essendon Carlton draws.
For the
Yeah?
player marking the footy, this is exquisite.
I don't think I've ever been to a draw.
Missing it.
No, I've never
I'm
been
going to
to a
have
draw.
to go back and put it through the big six myself. He's having some sort of game, buddy.
I've given you enough opportunities.
It was a weird feeling walking away.
Well, we were fucking it was like we hung on and dropped. Like they fucked it up. They really should have won.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, oh well, at least we didn't lose. It's flat because no one's cheering.
Oh! That's all right. Just take someone out of the
Yeah,
head.
just high contact.
Smash in the head. Nah, right in front of the umpire. It's fine. Didn't
Fucking
they,
umpires.
I think they paid a free kick for dropping the ball.
The umpires are so bad that they've had to make a rule that you can't complain about the umpiring. That's how fucking terrible their job they are. Don't be shit. If you're not shit, if you do your fucking job well, no one complains.
In what other industry can you perform poorly but not have any sort of like a review?
You get a whole 4-page write-up in the Age.
Oh, but don't say anything because you fucking hurt their feelings.
Did a good job, Shield.
There's McDonald watching on. Guelphy.
Okay, when that happens 20
How was
times.
that holding the ball? It was instantaneous.
20 times this has happened for them, and it's nothing.
Mills can make the Bombers pay here.
I think we've already paid.
Buddy in front of him. Second grab, third grab, not quite.
Oh yeah, comes off 6 pairs of hands. Everyone thinks Buddy's taking him up.
Parrish now. Sends it to the wing. Run is on. Archie Perkins has to be quick. Grammy knew exactly what he was doing. And an old friend in the form of Kennedy. Foreign. Gives.
Look how many open inside that 50 there are. Go and stand next to him.
No, we play zone, mate. We don't do that.
We've got 3 blokes here, not fucking sticks in hands.
Bombers under siege. Redmond has McDonald chasing him. Gets their first tackle. Almost immediate. Heaney. Slight fumble. Stop the exit.
Play a very loose zone.
Oh,
Rowbottom straight into Merrick.
that's Weeks. That has to be Weeks. That has to be
free kick.
Weeks. You've elected to bump and you've made contact with
The
the
head.
That
And it's
is
right in
Weeks.
front of the umpire.
And no free kick.
Directly in front of the umpire.
You fucking white maggots.
You high vis.
Yeah.
Only over the top of the Bombers in every department at the moment. They're under siege.
Yeah.
Handed it off, but he gave it to Hobson.
Suspicious how you have don't have a full-time job.
Yeah.
Umpiring's a part-time job and you drive a Mercedes. Interesting.
Multi. You got a few multis on him.
Back to Paddy McCartan.
Franklin's down.
Squeezed it out wide.
I was at both ACLs.
Out of bounds on the ball, so a little bit of relief momentarily here for the Bombers.
Go forward. Don't you dare turn around and look backwards. You go forward.
Kelly and Ridley.
At least let's lose. Like,
Have everyone had it inside 50 this quarter?
McCartan. Doing this a lot.
if I was playing on Franklin, I'd be trying to come in on the side with a big knee into the quad. Just trying to cork his shit out.
Maybe at this stage, because we're obviously like getting absolutely spanked. Francis to Buddy, put Laverde forward and try something different.
I don't mind. No, I'm about to say I don't mind that until you send Laverde forward.
Leave him back as well. Move Hines to a wing. God, they are keeping us in it.
I tell you what, Buddy Franklin, who has been the most unselfish
15 shots to 5.
who was all on his own.
Yeah, good hit,
And
Reed.
had every right to go his way. Looked like having a 2
Oh, and the kidney, the old kidney.
I'd kick it to him. I'd be like, yeah, you kick it down. Buddy, so I've been pretty generous.
Ridley forward?
Generosity on the back.
Nah.
Ridley in the guts, I wouldn't mind.
Nah.
On a wing.
Come on, where's Peter Wright? Run at it.
Yeah,
Oh.
come on, Peter.
Oh,
Yes.
if you pay the other ones, you fucking piece of shit.
Cheating fucking shithead.
So Sydney dominated the front half 3, but that ball the half 8 at that time. What that does is Sydney is so fresh to defend. Then that any running ball through their
I don't care if you fucking don't call it, but be consistent in not fucking calling
Next to
it.
the pressure. Phil puts out their defenders at fresh now that the Bombers get an opportunity.
Come on, 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 come on.
Will be over the top, and let it go a long time, Merritt. Parrish. So when you're out there, Phil, and that's happening, you're defending it in your zone the whole time.
Good,
Trying to
Brian.
defend and instruct, try and reset it.
One
Just don't
job.
tap the shield.
You're trying to get the
Oh, Heppel.
and take all the momentum out of the game.
Oh my
Parrish
god.
with the handball.
Ridley forward.
He fires from just on 50. It's got a bit of distance on
Oh.
it again. Offline.
So what naturally happens is your forwards will come up the ground to try to outnumber.
He's also shaved today.
Then the defenders will just stay
Baby
back.
face.
And you keep it
He's
in.
not.
Although he is the
He's not.
21. Yeah.
And Phil, when you get those repeat entries, one after
Fucking
another,
hell,
after
Bombers,
another,
come
it's not
on.
just physical, it's mental as well.
Was that our first shot on goal for the quarter?
Quarter.
Test your results with concentration.
When the Bombers apply some of their own pressure, they see that heads as the Swans
Oh boy.
to Bell, but
We don't play like,
plenty of support.
we just assume, we don't listen.
I feel like because when we play past the whistle, then it's like, oh, it's a free kick 50 metres.
From an instant point of view,
But there was no whistle, we just stopped.
back and forth, he's
Nah.
got to look at this. Real opportunity here
Come
now.
on.
Perkins picked it up.
Okay.
Who was that to?
But even on that turnover, the Swans were
Look,
set up
you're just standing there,
Got
Perko.
an extra man out there at the moment.
Come on.
Warner cuts back in forward, got her out a bit too easy. Takes a bounce.
Jesus
Shoulders direct to
Christ.
Skull loads up.
Fucking hell.
They
It's going to be a 100-point loss.
Not if they keep missing.
Still going to be 100 points.
If we can kick
100
a goal,
behinds in the game.
if we can kick a goal for every 3 points that they get, we might just catch them in the fourth quarter.
For the turn. Martin flew, got a couple of swans to beat. You're happy to be dragged over. A lot of friends
Sling.
around the place.
Jeez, look how grey Button has gotten in the last 3 weeks.
Deserved. Whose fault is it?
It's not his fault Perkins isn't running, or we're not running back. I'm sure he's saying, "Oi, guys, it's a two-way game. You got to get back. We don't have a ball."
It's
You have to run
not.
back.
It's not solely his fault, but it is his game plan. He's responsible for getting the players up and about. Like,
Do you don't put like any responsibility on
No,
the players to get themselves in a
absolutely,
state of mind
but
to
also
play
like
hard?
the coach is there to like get the most out of the players. That's what a good coach does. Like they get the players to play for them and play a style that's actually going to fucking win some games.
He's on it. Dickey. To the right. The goal square. Buddy, about 15 metres from the top of it. Ball goes in Buddy's direction now. Ridley from behind.
Oh, I should have given him another fucking knee in the back.
Dickey goes to Brown.
Come on, Draper.
Little one from Packley. Back it goes. Gordon fires.
How do we not stick any of those tackles?
Is it wet? Is it wet?
We're fucking wet. We're the worst side. We this year are worse than West Coast and fucking King. That's how bad we are.
God, we're hard to watch.
James Rain will be smiling somewhere. Listen to her on the background.
Well, we've already said this could have been really ugly if they were more accurate in this quarter, but this was a slow play. So even
Just
on
out the
slow
back,
play,
like-
keep the ball alive.
Like you got to stick tackle.
If 5 of us swarm into the ball and no one lays and sticks a tackle, ball pops out, they got 3 free.
Tell you what, I think if I was Ben Rutten at the moment, I would be filtering what's happening.
Imagine-
11 tackles.
Imagine supporting Essendon if you think the coach is pissed off.
24 tackles in the last quarter, last week. Yes, and they've had 11 for the game. We know they're getting outplayed, but
They're getting that work.
what you, Beauty,
Oh my God, Cutler.
what they've brought to the table so far in this game, they just haven't had that same.
I tell you what tells the story. When a guy like Cutler is not good enough to get a game at Brisbane, but he's good enough to be in our starting 22. And then look where Brisbane is on the ladder compared to we are.
We did that game last week, and you're right, they had 5 tackles, I think, in the third term.
Boy, Red Dog. Come on.
Hasn't carried on.
Dragged it in, dragged it in, dragged it in.
Some aggression, some intent.
He's paid it.
What?
He's paid it. He did drag it in.
You saw the effort. It was
Still surprised.
evident watching
No, it's a legitimate kick. I'm just surprised they paid it.
every player to a man.
How crazy is this? We get a tackle and we get a free kick.
Inside 50 tackles.
Guys, I don't know if you realise this. Coaching panel.
Look at this. That's a drag. He's dragged that in. That's a free kick every day of the week.
I love how he's just like hitting the ground.
Just he's punching Perkins in the leg as an attempt.
Pick 9 in the 2020 draft. It was part of the compensation pick for Joe Danaher. He's a capable goal kicker. Archie Perkins, the Bombers.
Come on, get in, get in, get in, get in. Good boy.
And they've got it.
Nice. So you're telling me there's a chance.
All right, here we go, here we go. Never in doubt.
We're playing so shit. I feel like goals like that, like wallpaper over the cracks a little bit. Oh, it's only 30 points. It's like, fuck, this could have been 60 right now. They've had 17 scoring shots in a quarter and a half. 17.
Archie Perkins.
That is ridiculous.
Maybe they're going to get tired. Maybe they tire out.
Yeah. I think we tired out from celebrating last week.
We spoke about pressure a lot tonight. It's great to be able to get a tackle. The other thing that Ben would be thinking is, does he need to slow the game down to get more congestion? Because it's been
Slow it down. We couldn't be moving any fucking slower, Phil
We can
Davis.
score with speed, but you have to slow it down and bring more numbers around the ball, put more pressure on it.
So we're on 6
They
goals.
kicked 6 in a row.
Comes to an end through the Perkins goal. 7 scores to 17 an issue. Swans have been lucky with the Swans and accuracy.
And Caldwell, knock some blokes out.
Just run straight through. Don't even worry about the ball.
Chance for Mills.
Good boy, Red Dog. That's what I want to see.
Chasing it, found Redmond.
Is Meredith getting a concussion?
Probably. Haven't
Word
seen it for a
Martin.
while.
Give it off.
Give it off.
To the runner, Draper on the end of the handball. Chance for Perkins.
Free kick!
You don't fucking pay that.
How is that not a free kick?
How's that not a free kick?
But that's a
That's
free
front
kick in the
on contact.
marking contest.
You're just the lack of leadership at ground level for
You are joking me.
When the game is completely on the Swans' terms tomorrow. Is it noticeable, Drew? It feels like there's only Dyson Heppel really organising out here, and he's had his hands full with Wicks has kicked 2 goals. Yeah, on a night where it's Dyson Heppel's 200th game, his 30th birthday.
Dropping the ball.
It should be about Dyson Heppel's.
Dropping. Why would they pay that one another one before it?
I would be surprised if that is the thing at half time. We should be celebrating the Heppel family are here.
They've
Had
out-tackled
20
us.
tackles.
Yeah.
The Swans have had 20 tackles in a quarter. They've kicked 6 goals in a row.
Credit to the Swans, they've outplayed them. At high five. And Rampy's got it.
Same boys.
Washing machine.
Is the washing machine on test?
Or dishwasher.
You just in the McDonald direction game, good contests. Back forward by Bentley there is Heppel. Bentley as hard as ever.
Right,
High there,
right.
Solomon
Who's
is in
that
real trouble. They wanted the boundary line. Just not the cohesion out there at the moment.
So 17 scoring shots of 7. It's only 5 goals. You estimate to yourself, we get 1, maybe 2 more goals going at half time, 3 goals behind. You've got to assault the second half.
Might be the fan. And Russ might have the air fryer or something.
Mills, a lot of time. Perkins riding him hard. Kennedy.
Right.
And he's done all his career.
True. He's done all his career.
Parker looks for McDonald.
Oh my God.
Yes. Back to a 6-goal game. Just like that.
May as well just watch the fucking paddle in Brisbane game. It looks like it's a decent game.
Just moving around, circling.
When you're rolling, you think it's always one.
Imagine thinking we'd at least be competitive. I don't think we'd win, but I was like, oh, I reckon after last week's effort.
Less than 28. Before, under 40, 39 half.
Did not see one defender there trying to put a big fist into it at all and get over the back. And that's just far too easy, and that's been the issue for the Bombers. Everything the Swans have done tonight, other than goal kicking, has been far too easy.
So possessions, a couple of goals for Buddy. It's working really hard. Waters tackle strong. Here come the Swans again. Parker stepped around with ease. Right to the edge of 50. Look, Parker. Here come the Swans again.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I blinked and I missed one.
This is a dominant first half and put it the SCG. And Luke Parker is just letting a few of the Essendon boys around him know that
They're shit.
they're a bit flighty tonight.
Couldn't hear anything in the kitchen.
Talk about his tackles.
Look at that. It's too easy.
Mine's got to be better than that. That pressure's got to be far greater. Too easy.
Well, you know you're not going so well.
Look at that.
Getting a little bit of perhaps you're getting a bit floppy out there.
Oh my God.
The opposition as well, Luke Parker. And a player that would be hard to argue with, given Parker's never taken a sideward step in his career. Caldwell hoping for something deep flying.
Find something. Do something.
Free kick.
Dylan Shield is a pussy. That's justified by Luke Parker. There he is.
Loose
There he is. Do fuck all again. Yeah, don't chase.
Here's a chance for Goulden. Where's Clay? At the back, Hayward. Here's Clay to fall on the pass. So Magic coming up from flight. Laverty.
Because he's just scared, Tess.
Just to ask Mike Carey about sledging it in. Didn't bother too much, but I think you said always had the ball, you didn't have to worry about it, Jonathan. A few of his mates around him used to load up on the back of what the keeper's doing out there, but see what Pacific tonight, it's all going their way in every part of the ground. They've been outstanding. Here goes Gordon again. They've got more pain in mind for the Bombers recon back nicely.
Sport up.
Behind. This is great a moment to breathe it all for the Bombers. Can they create something late? Getting the kick over the head of the intended target. He's the ref kept shooting. Here's tonight. Back in town. Phil understand.
Yes, please.
This week. Yeah, came out and saw Giants executed it with Leon Clark. Captain Johnny's out there to say hello, so it's nice to see Sheets back in New South Wales. He'll be obviously there.
Bullshit umpire. Bullshit lane. Bullshit pressure. Bullshit effort.
Again, so many options.
Whoa!
Just couldn't get the handball away. Stay out, please. Every time the Swans go forward, it just looks like something dangerous is going to happen. Conversely,
Go, run. There's not on you. Go.
That's going to play out. Zach Reed, he scored the AFL game.
Stagnant. Just get down the line. Draper will fuck this up.
Great hands from Draper. That's more like it.
We took this list of
This is why I want
names
to
and
Sam
things
Draper.
to add to it.
Tackle the ball like that. Can they get going? It's a beautiful kick from high. Mark from Peter Wright.
50.
Left within range.
Still want to take a wheelchair?
I feel it.
We saw that.
So much me thinks that we won't use it, but then the only thing I was thinking was like last night was obviously difficult. Like you're in quite a bit of pain, so Brett's pouring it all day and like wanted to go to dinner or something. For you to like, we wouldn't be able to go because you'd be so sore. You know? Right? It'd be nice for you to have something where you could extend your legs. And also the other thing I was thinking, you might not be able to get in the seats at Torrent, even if you can physically get to them, because they're so.
But the disabled seats will.
You have to have a wheelchair, there's no seats. I think it's just a space.
What are we going to do? Take it and then wheel it around empty everywhere? Like at Torrent.
We take it the first day, suss out what the situation is. Leave it in the car if you don't think we're going to use it. Like if you find it, if you can get in and out of the seats well, and if you can, you know.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass.
Kicking is really important. So they didn't try to overkick the footy. Not exactly that.
I guess just like better to have it and not use it.
Yeah.
I just think like if we're only there in the like for half the day each day, and we're not going out after, but you know it's like who knows?
I'm not going to go out. So, like,
No, but if you might want to have it like
cases not.
yeah, and during the day you might want to have it. If you have it during the day and you're able to have your legs up during the day, then if you wanted to go to dinner, you might be feeling fine to go out. You know? I don't know. It's so annoying.
It's such touch and go. Like
Yeah, like it's like you could get away with
by like
it.
another week too when
Yeah.
Torrent actually comes around.
But I just think about like how sore you were yesterday at the wedding, and I just think the seating to this weekend's gonna be worse.
Can you? You got the stats up? Can you see how many uncontested marks they've had? And like fucking 80% of them are inside their ball 50.
every single player that footy went to, he played on and moved the ball inside 450. That is just far too easy.
Mark up the uncontested mark, ends up the ladder.
Thank God.
Disposals were down by 33. Inside 50s were down by 11. Clearances were down by 5. Contested possessions were down by 2. Marks were down by 23. Marks inside 50 down by 11.
That's close to like
Tackles were down by 18.
Come on, one more before half time. Not that it's going to make a fucking difference. They stepped over the mark. Come on, boys. Fucking do something. That's a great set shot for Peter Wright. That looks 65. Yeah.
60 less. Right over there.
Just get him the fucking ball. Good, Hogsy. Come on, Hindy. Let's go. Come on. Ball. Good boy, Redmond. Oh. We need someone who'd go and whack McCarthy open palm, but across the head, just to shake him up a bit. Just to test the whole concussion test. Nick Bryan without a disposal. Durham with 2 disposals. Draper with 2 disposals. He lifted second quarter. How's Golfy had? 4?
Wealthy 4 disposals.
The transition works from the Sydney Smile to the water.
Come on.
Merritt 6 disposals. Caldwell 6 disposals. McGrath 7 disposals.
Harris?
Harris had a 20.
Right. Merritt spent 20 minutes off the concussion test there. Is that your one?
You were wearing mine too.
Oh, that would be the one that I was wearing.
This one, no, this is so beautiful.
Oh, is it?
This one's been a little bit.
Oh, is that one of the newer black ones?
Yeah.
I packed 2 grey ones and 2 of the older ones. Leave it here. You reckon?
But when you come up
I can't find my black and small sweater anywhere.
Have a look. There's one at the bottom of the drawer now. Have a look if that's yours or mine.
Blackburn?
Yeah.
Sweater.
Yeah. The zip up one?
No, that's mine. I put
Oh,
that
your
in.
hoodie.
Here, come here, hoodie.
We need to start doing what Mattea does. When she takes clothes, put our names on it so if we leave the shit in the gym.
Let's label them with the
And Rick's just having to get it back a couple of times, not this year.
Fucking hell. 9 goals to 12, Jesus.
Because they're used to playing and Essendon will go with two.
Nick Martin, what's he had? Fuck all. Shield, fuck all.
Great to have AI involved as always. Just gets it done, and he's exciting, Nathan. He's exciting, this man.
Well, when he's up and
McGrath's run 8K, Heppel's run 8K, Reed's run 7.5.
And we have seen
Need a right 7.5.
and look for these best shots inside. 450, and he's just such a great field kick, really.
Yo, Francis is quick. His max speed is faster than Nick Martin's. Right.
And you love the kick here, Nick. You're going into the
What you say is that a drop punt or a traditional around the corner snap is a tough kick. But to go around the corner, drop punt is a difficult kick. And I said that to our man King Nathan Buckley. That's a tough kick. And he said, is it?
Sydney, efficiency inside 50 metres, 19 shots from 33 inside 50s. We've had 8 from 24. We're dominating hit-outs, but we're getting smashed in the clearance.
I'll tell you one incident we need to look at is the right bottom Zach Merritt contest.
Yeah, it's not even a free kick.
Well, in the end, I think
Oh.
there's got to be something Nancy. I don't reckon right bottom line him up, but in the end, he didn't go. He wasn't at the football.
Yeah,
and
that's not hard.
head high contact, and Merritt got up and continued to play the game, but ultimately, with
shouldn't
the
matter,
rules
does
as
it?
they stand, there's a bit to look at.
It depends if we go for the potential to cause injury this week. But sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. But the fact is, still out there, Merritt. I think it means Rowbottom will probably go fine. Otherwise, it would have been in serious.
And is it just coaching 101 if you go to the press conference and say either A, I didn't see it, or B, my man did not do the wrong thing?
You could do
What did you do there? I didn't see it, or
I had head down, yeah, something like that. No, I used to go with the old. Look, he was playing to the letter of the game, and he's playing the game the right way, and he should be right with that one.
Yeah, the current coaches are hating on our man right now. He's getting away all the trade secrets.
my word is something else we need to have a look at. You don't see this very often in the modern game. Luke Parker really making his feelings known towards Dylan Shield. It'll be discussed ad nauseum, this particular incident, well.
Yeah, so you can see Dylan Shield there, took possession and
Got spooked. Watch this.
took the ball. Luke Parker
Goes up to Dylan Shield, ready?
on it and go back and capitalise with a goal at a time when the Swans were absolutely
This, watch this.
Over to Dylan Shield,
Watch
he
this.
says, I'm not sure, Dylan, if you went
Ooh.
on that occasion.
You can't do that. Dylan's going to be upset. There's going to be a whole inquest onto it now. So, yeah, so Dylan Shield got the ball and they stripped him of it and he basically went up to him.
Don't realise
He's scared.
It's not just a physical contest.
Steps.
And it's a mental contest and it's an emotional contest. You're tested as an individual and as a team. Absolutely. You know, in all facets. And that is part of the game. There's not as much sledging as there used to be, but it does take place. We don't often catch it on camera. But that was pretty great.
Yeah, that'll be played everywhere. Now, best on ground directly after the footy tonight.
I just feel like they
last week
are
was taking a goal. None of them, but I think we've seen you.
They are becoming absolute pussies. And that's the reason that we're
I'm not sure it is.
playing like shit is because we're not allowed to give him a fucking spray.
You're the centre of the skit.
Like, why is that even a conversation?
And we'll have the Saturday spotlight as well, which was you last week. So it could be you, could be John, it could be Kath. That is all coming up on Best on Ground. Let's now hear from our friends of Sportsbet.
Let's have a look at the stats from tomorrow's game now. Peter Lewis up against Carlton, now Harry McKay. Liam Cameron coaching his last game. The Giants have not won a last quarter yet this season. So where do you go? The Blues to cover the line in the last quarter. They only have to be even or win the last quarter by a point.
Seen how many mind gets on the Essendon Football Club's halftime post. That's on their
Melbourne,
Facebook
13
page.
goals they average. They average 9 against, but West Coast only kick 8 goals a game and average 16 goals against. Sides have been very accurate against West Coast. So where does it land? How many goals to Melbourne kick in the margin? Now, I think you've got to give 4 goals to Melbourne and take
Someone
on
needs
West
to
Coast for the
I wish I
top
could
league
swear
bottom
more on it.
factor. With
They
Melbourne
can't, they
kicking
don't like it.
17 goals for this game. I said to bear with me. Good luck. Gamble responsibly.
Jesus, I thought this was Tipper for a second.
That'd be a new chef.
Kicked off in Arabic. Thought I was giving her an autograph, but it was all just a dream. If you like 40 and cola, then your guitar playing's insane. Why not get yourself a rock band and a roadie called Shane? If you like 40 and cola.
Tonight, I'll be eating veggie palmies and chippies with our Australia Zoo family. Top, the crocodiles,
The lizards, the giraffes,
and chihuahuas.
Right in Paris.
This is where we keep the snakes.
That is so cranky.
Can't even get crikey right.
Got you for Canadian tennis, man.
Primo.
Dinner's here. It's Macca's.
Value means more with a new deal every week in May. Available only on the My Macca's app.
Available now at Harvey Norman. The new range of LG Instantly refrigerators, made for entertaining with the Craft Ice Maker. Now
Oh,
you
look
can
at
enjoy
that.
slow melting round ice at home without the work.
Bloody
Choose an
hell,
LG
that's
Instantly
beautiful.
fridge with the ingenious door-in-door design
These
and
are
not
fucking
twice
cute.
as
So these are like
Optimize your interior space with the smart storage system.
Oh, look at that.
Plus, save the drinks
Look
with
at
long-lasting
that.
round ice with the Craft Ice Maker.
Oh.
Explore the exciting new range of LG Instantly
Those,
fridges.
see,
Available
those
now
plugged
at
in.
Harvey Norman.
Yeah, like piped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about this 2017 Richmond Premiership player Alex Rance playing for Campbell's Creek today as part of the Carlton draft? The good news is he kicked 3 goals. The bad news is his team lost by 99 points.
Jesus.
Not about winning or losing, the Carlton draft is a fantastic initiative to support community football off the back of some tough years. The Campbell's Creek were chosen to be part of the draft because the club has been around since 1864 but folded in 2021 due to the impact of COVID. But they're back this season in 2022. Isn't it great to see Alex Rance, 5-time All-Australian player for Campbell's Creek? If you don't mind, Brownie.
Great to see it. Started off in defence. Very quickly he established that I'm not doing this anymore. I've done it plenty enough. He didn't need to prove anything down there. So threw himself into the middle and then went forward and kicked half their scoreboard.
So it wasn't because he wasn't defending well enough that the coach
Commenting on the yesterday
moving
post
into
about
the-
it.
Early on, you have to ask him more about it. Just a little bit too loose. A little bit too loose. So
Just intercept marking, is that what you're talking about?
yes. And maybe no awareness of where your opponent was. But great initiative, isn't it? So Campbell's Creek, Dusty's old footy club. Dusty
Should I
Ryan's
comment
old footy
like,
club is
we
there.
suck? By the way, check it out.
Yeah. We'll be reviewing this fucking terrible performance immediately after the game.
Which is about 4 hours drive west of Melbourne. There'll be a huge crowd there.
When do you play?
You turned me
We get back to this Carlton draft. Yeah, so you play.
They have to be able to play in the seniors. So I'd be struggling to get a game. You can't. I'm not there to kick off the gym. I'm not there to go in the reserves.
You believe that?
Hey, start talking about
He's all
He's not the commissioner. Like, the commissioner can't play. You see Gil McLaughlin walking out there and playing a game.
I can't believe Alex Rance. Maybe he saw it coming. Maybe he was like, I fucking want no part of this. He was like, this is how you set up a big defense. They're like, all right, Alex, we'll take it from you, mate. Thanks.
What do you know? He's really dirty because he would play, but he was trying to pump it up.
He's a bit worried about some of these country fullbacks.
He's pretty busy at the moment too, isn't he? I'm being told to move on, and we're going to move on because you mentioned
No hope currently.
his second game back this afternoon, and it's Richmond on a 3-game winning streak now, Bucks, and we were lucky enough to be there at the MCG.
Yeah, look, not the first 45 minutes, the Hawks were all over it and went to a 25-point lead.
It's going to take more than a last quarter effort, I reckon.
Really well from the D50, scoring heavily from the back half, but then Richmond got to
Look, if we keep the next 12 in a row, we're a chance.
Wouldn't be enough.
Really started to take hold. They locked the ball in the front half and they scored 16 goals in their front half, which is
They're both just blaming it on each other.
I was excited to see Dusty up and about. Shea Goldman was a brilliant player, winning a lot of.
They should just get them in there the next day and be like, you got one more.
8 goals from their 456 from turnover, which is unheard of. But Richmond finished the game off really strongly. Their last 3 weeks have been brilliant.
Jazzy, mate, we may as well put you out there with all your boxing skills. At least you show some fight.
7, 6, and 4 goals. So he's the scoreboard heavily. And there was big criticism coming his way, leading into the last 3 weeks. But the whole side's coming
I reckon Buckley's getting paid in blocks. 200 a year?
They're getting the rewards from it.
More or less than Jonathan Brown?
31 goals now for the season, and
Less? Reckon?
Full strength almost the Tigers as well, because we saw the return of Prezia and Boston today. So look out if you're playing Richmond.
Preston is an important player for them. He had no clearance as much.
Yeah, well, he's obviously been an established midfielder over a long time. He's just missed a lot of football. This bloke just keeps marking at highest point. Jack Reebok's floating around there.
I don't even care about the win now. I just want Peter Wright to kick 6 so he stays in for the
I
goal.
reckon he's playing career best footy is Daniel Rioli. Like his run off the halfback in the last quarter, you just see he's just really coming into his own and enjoying that role. So I think they've just done the right tinkering with the Tigers. They haven't really beaten much in the last 3 weeks, but their tests will come.
And then you've got Morris Rioli with all his pressure.
I'm even more nervous about next week now. with the
So
Tigers.
Kilda, well, they looked like a top
Who
4
move
team.
fast.
I was looking forward to that game, and now I'm like, we're going to lose by fucking 10 goals.
You covered this game, 7 goals in the third term alone.
We should just start tanking for draft picks. Maybe that's what we're doing. Maybe that's the whole plan. It's like we just want one more crack at the draft this next year.
All day I thought of the thing, he kicked 3 goals. Look at that for a tap to Billy. So aggression ran decoy. He tapped it over the back from Billy. Said play. The dominance around the stoppages was sensational. On the back of Ryder and Marshall as well. So they utilised their strengths against Stanley and Blitzards and did well. So what?
Well, hurry up. This is all
The team just into the third, it was like, it was just 8 or 9 scoring shots, and then they went and had 10 or 11 in a row. What was the difference?
Yeah, I thought St Kilda put the extra forward. I thought they brought him up to put an extra player around the stoppage. So they were happy enough for it to go, right, Mitch Duncan, we're happy for you to sit behind the football and just roll the dice and just work off the back of the Ryder Marshall dominance. And they did. And they just ran it out of stoppages. They got him on the outside then as well. And then they were able to kick really well with their set shots. And really overwhelmed Geelong in the end, and Geelong were really puddling, and St Kilda were fantastic. So they stamped their top 4 credentials there for sure.
We'll have all the other results and highlights to come based on the round. We've got a funny show coming up, or do we not?
Oh, we're plenty entertaining celebration of the day.
I'm
just working.
What's the records?
Adelaide are beating Brisbane right now.
Oh shit.
And we're 40 points down versus Sydney. These guys show how fucking poor.
Tom and Rado messaged me 30 minutes ago, and I go, he goes, officially turned off.
Really good ride up. I need to hear. Your mum wouldn't give you a ride last week. So I
thought that Stephen Kerr had 2 weeks ago. I thought you were really hard. I can't believe that you didn't have it.
Well, sorry, I'm a tough judge. Big bout tomorrow, main event at 11 a.m. You can order at mainevent.com.au.
Oh fuck, there was Ken today.
Jermel Charlo versus Brian Castano 2.
Who will become the first undisputed 154-pound champion?
This is the biggest heated match of the year. Plus rising star Jerron Gonzalez.
Knockout 28-0. He is ready. This is a fight you want to see again. The best against the best.
That's wrestling.
Tonight, I'll be eating veggie palmies and chippies with our Australian.
Do you need a hand, big dog?
The crocodile.
You good? Do you need a hand? Are you good?
The giraffes. And chihuahuas. Crikey, Paris. This is where we keep the snakes.
Is that Paris Hilton? Surely not.
I don't even get crikey right.
Any other good ones, right?
Hold on, just need to get my credit card out.
What?
Makes it harder for me to spend, so I can save a little more to invest. Do you mind? It's easier if you do it. 3, 2, 1.
You should use Raise. It rounds up every purchase to the nearest dollar to save and invest as I spend.
Smart. Don't trust yourself to save. Raise your game instead.
Everything that we do here is for our customers. We get the lowest prices, we get the widest range, you get more bang for
You
your
speak to
buck.
Aaron much? I haven't seen him.
40 back caution bit set. Great value at $36.98. 2x4 storage unit, $95.
Yeah.
I think
$2.95.
it's a little
When you
longer.
find a competitor's lower price on the same stuff item, we'll beat it by 10%. You'll be amazed at what you can do with lowest prices. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Nah.
No. Sorry, I don't really know. Oh, that's
The Chemist Warehouse half-price vitamins only is not for the faint-hearted. Get your favourite big brand vitamins like Blackmores, Swiss, Caruso's, Henry Blues, half price. Biogland, Nature's Own, Go Healthy, all half price. Get Nature's Way, Lifespace, Novus, Neutralite, half price. And Wagner vitamins are half price. Plus, find more half-price vitamins in-store or online. So for half-price vitamins, shop at Chemist Warehouse and stop paying too much. Need to get my credit card out.
Oh, come on, fucking
You
ass.
You do it.
Don't trust yourself to say?
You should use rates.
Round up every purchase to save and invest.
But if we unite, we can crush them all.
You have our gold.
And our craft.
Just rugby. Are you into rugby?
And you have your tips.
Just NBA. I
Basketball, cricket.
For the pudding.
Cricket.
We can start a bet with mates.
Like all forms. Like you want to T20, Big Bash.
Really into tests and one day cricket. Couldn't really care less for 2020.
Tonight on Best on Ground, we get our first look at the robbery that rocked Warrnambool.
It's a shocking crime.
We find out who's under the spotlight, and we are loving to the all-time bums on seats Hall of
No, not rugby. I've tried to get into it a few times. Like we had a mate who was playing in the development squad for the Rebels when the Rebels first started. So like they play and then the main game would play. So I went to a couple of Rebels games, like, and a lot of like Bill and those guys all played rugby at school. So I was hanging out with them and was like trying to get into it, but something about learning a sport as an adult was just like fucked, yeah. Like when we moved to Canada, I was like really trying to get into like the ice hockey and watch the soccer because it was like the Whitecaps. But like you don't realize, like when you watch the footy here, we're so spoiled because even if your team is playing interstate, there's still 6 games on in Melbourne. Whereas like in Canada, like the Canucks, they have one team in Vancouver, and it's like for the whole season they might only be like, at home for like 5 weeks of that. So it's like, and it's expensive to go, and like you try to watch it, but you don't really know. Like it's easy to watch footy when you've played footy, and you kind of like you don't just look at the ball, you look like around. And hockey's similar. It's like puck moves so fast that if you don't anticipate or know where it's supposed to go, you kind of lose sight of the action.
With ice hockey, it moves so fast.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just like, what the fuck happened? It's like, oh, they scored a goal.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
When you're actually there, like we went and watched. So Kat lived, and a lot of her friends lived like not in Vancouver, but on like Victoria Island. So we went and watched. What do you call it? Like it's like an under 19s A grade. Remember that game we watched with Mark?
It was definitely a double.
Was it? I thought they were like the development squad kind of things.
No, so that would be like the
Local team, VFL sort of.
yeah, more like
Like a VFL equivalent. And so it's like it's a little bit slower. And I was there with like people who knew the game and are really into it. So I was like asking like 10,000 questions. And I used to play like NHL 99 on PlayStation as a kid. So like you always kind of I watched the Mighty Ducks and stuff.
Yeah.
But like yeah. So I tried
my
to
hockey explanations were insufficient because Ben has
Terrible.
questions that like if
Why
it's
are
a
they-
new
why are they
moon
doing a fine base?
and Mercury's in
Waste of time.
retrograde and they get an icing call, does that mean they can only have 7 players for 4 minutes on the bench instead of 2? Like his questions are so asinine. I'm like, oh.
Well, you don't really know the answer. So
I
you
don't know
really
the answer to
provide,
that.
but you don't know the answer to most of the questions that I ask. Probably the biggest sport I've gotten into lately is like the UFC.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because like Kat's always loved it, and then we started doing like jiu-jitsu and stuff as well. So I think once you start doing jiu-jitsu, it looks less like 2 guys trying to hump on the ground or like not doing anything, and realize it's like I'm actually trying to improve position. And so you start to watch it from that angle, and like there'll be some cards where like it's like 10 fights and there's like 8 submissions, and you can start to see it happening. So we'll be like sitting here, we'll be like Riddick choking, and they just like come around and pull it up, like fucking called it. So that's actually one thing that like since doing my knees, like I really miss. Like it was, you know how when you train, maybe you don't feel the same way, but like with like the open and stuff like that, it's like, you know, like say Gareth is like he's coming to beat you, like or if we're doing a class, you always feel like you have to crush it. Whereas like with jiu-jitsu, it's like I don't fucking have a clue what I'm doing. There's zero expectation, absolutely new beginner, and it's like, yeah, the joy of like no pressure and just like learning new skills. It was sweet, and we were doing it together, so it was a bit of a laugh and like a bit of time for us just to hang out.
Like the only time we had with
Yeah.
I was not like
So we definitely saying that.
we had like 2 hours.
Yeah. So we're saying try to get back into rugby as well. And they're like, oh, you know, we can do stuff like from the ground. I'm like, guys, I didn't just like dislocate my knee. Like, I'm pretty fucked up. I'm in a wheelchair. You can help me like out on the wheelchair onto the mat and then back. Like,
Oh, Ben sent the coach that we were working one-on-one with a message, and this would have been like after he got home from hospital. So he'd been like he wasn't fucking completely out of it, and he's like, oh, but we'd have to cancel a couple classes, and I was like, I should just go to send a message, and I was like, told him we'd canceled one fucking session. So I messaged him. I was
I'll
like,
be right next week.
I was like, I'm not sure if Glenn's like explained the situation appropriately to you.
dude, I have like serious blank spots. Like the week after the surgery and stuff. Like not like Russ came in and stuff, and I remember all that. But the chick came in and like fitted the braces, and then like whatever, and then I had it in my head that I'd woken up out of surgery with the brace already applied. And so after the first visit to the surgeon, we went back to see the braces people to just get them refitted. And she was like, oh, Ben, like, nice to see you again out of hospital. I was like, who the fuck is this? I have no recollection of who this chick is. Good boy. Peter Wright. Good boy. Oh. It starts. Here we come, Jazzy. Here we go, Jazz. He kicks another 6. We're on. This quarter. He's getting fresh fades, skin fades every week too. He's up and about.
It comes from a clearance. That's been their best look all day. That handball from clearance gets them speed on the ball. The miscommunication by the backs for Simmons. And Peter Wright starts a great goal. And as we've said all along the last few minutes, 21 scoring shots to 10. Been a dominant first, part of the game, but it's only 31 points.
Hopefully City put the old fucking yeah. Come on, Shield, earn some pride back.
Oh, mate, you are soft. Chad Warner's in his fucking second year. He's a kid. Shield should be fucking dragged. Why don't we actually drop him to VFL? We did that fucking soft Medi-Sub bullshit.
Game 6 for the year, 13 in his career.
Fuck. Still in it.
We should be 60 points down right now. 22 scoring. Dick.
Who set him down? Was it Gould? Who just sat Shield down?
Chad Warner.
Center option. McInerney prepared to take on the
Yeah, they're Durham.
Jake Kelly. There wasn't much on offer for Jake. Went short.
Good boy, Durham. He's moving. He's still moving.
Big tall options down the line. Peter Wright.
He's still fucking moving.
Pushed inside forward 50 as well. So they can cut their big men in here. Cutler shapes to come back into the corridor. And his eyes on Draper.
There's got 3 tall targets there. Surely one of you can fucking contest.
Kennedy drills a short ball. This is like now the Swans have got out a rebound. Just ease their way from one end of the ground to the other. Waters, an impressive disposal of a tweak coming out of the end. Right the target in Bell. Keep your eye on money here.
Look at this. 2-3. No one in the zone moves. They just guard fucking space.
Looking out the back there. So to go.
God, that was such a poor option.
I've said this before, we've got the loosest zone, and it's like we're just waiting on the worst disposal ever to try to get a fucking instant. It's
Just
like
miles away.
either man up or play a tighter zone.
You play the zone, but you gravitate towards the nearest player. Like, it's not just stand in this spot and don't fucking move. Good boy, Caldwell. Good boy, Peter Wright. Just gave Parker a fucking so candy. Good run, Pranger. Oh my god. Just dropped the chest mark. Doesn't have it. No advantage. No advantage.
Oh,
No advantage.
we never had the
No
disposal.
advantage.
We never had possession of the ball.
You just stopped running. How is that advantage?
Outside of the boot, looks towards Sandy. Hands for dangerous Fanny. Buddy finds Mackley. Mackley looks about. Now he's got an option in right.
Oh my god. Dropping the ball.
How are you gonna go out of this? You are so fucking soft, Bombers. Must rain a bit much. Yeah.
No, you don't. Cats. She's not something.
Swans try hard not to, but eventually get one to top Mackley.
Like Rasma coming at 4 o'clock and starting to Must be plucking the chicken out there.
Well, the great Paul Root is saying that there should be a stat for fumbles. Always believe the team that fumbled the most generally lose the game. Well, Sydney were able to have 20 fumbles in this match.
How is that advantage? That's such a junk call. Yeah.
Hard to argue with that. Technically, opportunities in a row there.
Yeah.
He probably should have it.
For between 11 and 11.
Sid Dyson had all. Hits it down the line,
Yeah.
really hard ball to handle. Lloyd found a way to manage
Well, if she gets up
to get hold of it. Back to Paddy McCart.
when you go, which most likely she
Time and
will.
space for the Swans. Beautiful kick through the hands of Heaney. Robot take it on.
Fuck off.
Yeah, but her nap time's like 11 minutes.
Pointed at. And that's an up shoot burn out. A mishandle.
So,
Get the ball back. We just saw it again. High five. Well, Akinuni. Clever kick.
So, I'm going to need you to look at that list.
yeah. Couldn't think of anything else to add to it.
Into the hole, where the forwards have to get up the ground because these little pockets here, Sydney been hitting them all night. So in an ideal world, McGrath's being released to go actually sit into that
Mark's
hole
inside 50.
and score because you can't stop taking the only player who can drive goals.
Do you have any specific for that thing?
The big City holds is really lively tonight. Switch. We're going number 3. Franklin. They didn't stay there.
Have a look at the lead up to this place. I look at the Bombers players just standing around there. There's players, Foxford, 1, 2, 3. Barrett's there, Ruff there, and Buddy still finds enough space. So they're just watching the ball. They're not watching the player leading up to that footage. They're doing nothing. They're guarding grass. That's it.
Really, to Merritt. There's Zachary. There's Merritt. That speed going
Ah.
behind. Dixon. Again, the Swans might just make it. The one there here. Bunny. Outside 50. Got Bombers coming at him. The sides go short. Right 15. Play on.
Ball.
The Brimley football. Bunny crashes
Whoa.
on through. Little post forward. Mills. Now Wicks. Now Mills again. Mills through hands. Dangerous times if you're a bomber. Little slap. A bit of space.
Oh, Cutler is also fucking terrible. Mark Harvey. What's he doing there?
The drive, one it down, right bottom, ran over the top of it. Looks to open the fight really hard in defence. Warner, full chested at it, picked up by Hobbs.
How are Martin and Hobbs two of our better players in their first 5 games?
I mean, last year it was Cox and Perkins. They haven't been tainted by our high performance squad yet. Give them a year.
Dispossessed by Redmond, which went back over the top. Might be coming out.
Just this time in forward half was just keeping the Swans back so fresh that every time they look like they look through, just get stopped.
Working him over. Big time.
Cutler is just fucking not at the level either. Durham inside, Durham inside, Durham inside. Oh, shit.
Where's he going to the middle?
Peter Wright, just kick it in front of him. Ball is
Next. Kicks as long as he can, hoping for Peter Wright. Front spot perfect.
Oh.
Wright might have a second go. No, Clark got a hand in just at the right time.
Deliver it.
So just on that fatigue piece, Phil, if it's forward half and you're a backman, that 2 to 3 minutes is just hugely advantageous.
And you can generally get a midfielder or a wingman back, so you get a +1 as well.
Licky in front of Bryant. Goulden. Dangerously out the back, spills to him. Hurry ball, 1-on-1. McDonald terrific. In front of Zachary, a couple of young guys.
Bloody hell, mate. Delish.
Just congested on the members' wing. So happy just to go short to far. Not to some discomfort. Could be a shoulder that he was.
Glad I missed a lot.
Oh, yeah, you haven't missed anything. Have a go on these bad boys.
Holy shit.
Buddy's out the back. Is he got the speed? Ready to make a free kick. Yeah, go for it.
On you, Russ.
Just getting a good bit.
Go on, go on.
Oh, shit.
And they would have balled well. Slide in the end, got it to Parrish. His handball was pretty hot. Numbers around it for Sydney. Hobbs was able to oversell us. Free kick to goal. Out to Luke Parker. Gets moving immediately. Taylor's got the luxury again. Going out the bubble, get back to the inside. Puts it back out to Buddy. He's getting it around Griffin. That was always going to happen. Now he sees the kick. Look at that from Franklin. Hickey provides the block. A Lieberman.
He did do little Big Macs and little cheeseburgers. Look. Who did more pickles?
I like everything.
Just on Buddy Philly's speed doesn't seem to have slowed too much for a guy that's 35.
No, he's looking particularly fresh. Obviously, had 2 years out of the game. So 2009, 2020, his body looks as good as ever at the moment.
Brian.
Do you want me to get played?
Sure.
Yeah, because he can't reach that.
Sure, these bad boys.
Well, big. 3 bombers.
Get a shot of that.
No, I'm watching.
Not even.
I think even Jazz has turned the old fucking TV off at this point. Thanks, mate. Members lanyards going in the bin in the microwave. Is that? Talk us through it, big dog.
They're the Big Mac style. That's the barbecue cheeseburgers.
Do you have a preference?
I was going to cut the corn in half. I'm fine.
Tell me a drink.
Do you want that one?
No, it's in the fridge.
Do you want to go halves in each? Halves in.
So I missed
This is like a Big Mac one.
Yeah.
And this is a bacon and onion and.
Yeah, half.
Do you know what I like?
Oh, you were.
Well, do you want to just chuck a handful of those on for me?
We're going to love the way that man approaches the game.
Beautiful, thanks, mate. Do that for a curly fry. Fucking hell.
Continues to chatter away. Swans by 38. Resting here. Real chance for Parrish to clean up. Gives it to McGrath. Quickly to Cutler. Cutler gets the kick away. 2-on-1. Grumpy outnumbered. Blakey having to kick it forward. Right to Merrick. Couldn't get the handball away to Cutler. Cutler did well. Mopped up McGrath. Good vision. In front of Perkins. Skids into his hands.
Hasn't got it.
Alright, babe. Start tapping this. Missy's gonna like that. This is
Thank you. Have we ever got any points since?
That's 50 meters.
How's that not 50?
What did you just say? I was holding the ball until you rammed it straight in his mouth.
Straight to his back.
Let me get in there.
I'm going to give you the pickles on. Got it?
What have you got in there?
That's like a pickly one. And then these other ones are...
Oh.
What happened?
You look like Frankie Edgar.
Oh!
Oh, he's on me a headlock. It's fine.
Good on you, Caldwell.
Yeah.
Even ground me on me. Even ground me on me.
Did you? Just a standard weekend practice for you, isn't it?
Huh?
Trying to get some composure back. Nick Ryan, good about an opportunity for his first goal. He down handed off to Redmond. Draper went up and down to the one spot. Welby, can he find something from there? It's still a line ball. Roberts desperate for another goal. Going back to Dale over his head.
Miss it from 10 out.
Caldwell's just going to come from the grounds after this huge hit. Incredible courage running back with the flight.
Shouldn't have been a free kick. That should be fine.
High contact.
That's his trademark because he's tough. That's his thing. Contested footy, courage, all those sort of aspects.
I think fucking hit the ground even harder than he hit McCartan. See that shield?
How brave you need to be to play this game.
That's what you didn't do.
Without it, Parrish. Handball to Kelly.
That one.
Slipped. Kept his head. Parrish. Handball back to Laverty. Now that driving ball towards full forward.
Wow.
Then he'll come to Aziz with straight to the umpire. I think behind that is John.
You fucking did.
Yeah, they're just checking his right shoulder. It's a little bit of discomfort on the right side. Most of us are watching her in a fair bit of discomfort after just observing the
He's got
bravery of
whiplash.
Ted.
In the air, slightly. Tupper was onto it. Put on the Bombers a little bit, buddy. If you're not inspired by what Giant Blue just did on a footy field, then you had no feeling at all.
It's a bit of an AC joint in those ones when you go back and finally get on that side point.
Uncompromised character, John Caldwell.
Very good race.
Blake
Thank you.
Draper, on clean possession. Merritt went to the boys, and the boys wasn't there, and then it was stolen by Patley to Parker. Goes to the outside.
Good Big Mac too.
It's your worst night, man. Really goes after him. And Buddy misses. Well, we got a push back. We've seen Leonard famously against the Bombers before. Brock Carl Hooker. You'll remember that.
Was it Hooker or was it, what's his name?
Yeah, Hooker.
Here's a chance for the Swans again.
The point for that.
To Hayward. Swings it over the top.
Oh, good day.
Too often.
Missed it.
And he was able a week or two. 3 behinds last week.
Who was the other bloke that kind of looked like Hooker that used to play for us?
You do sometimes get a bit paranoid here. You absolutely dominated the
I
game.
thought of his name the other day. I was going to bring it up on the podcast.
But they're still not far enough in front.
Oh my god.
You're going to be brave. You think the Bombers
Oh,
That's
my
golden
god.
ball.
That's your heart, your knees. Really exciting prospect. With the Bombers, on occasion, just a little bit of a fumble.
That's the difference though, Lars. A little bit of a fumble. Should be made in pay.
We've had 23 tackles in 3 quarters of football. Less than 1 quarter last week.
You just haven't, the pressure just hasn't been there.
Only missed one game in the past 5 seasons with Parker. Kicked 5 goals in round 1.
Miss.
The Giants.
Yuck.
Everything Stu Davis said. Just keeping the door ajar here.
Right?
No, I can't get it tight. Tight.
You scored a 1-3 for the quarter. Sydney's Wayne McCartan. Little handball, I think, was meant for Warner Bell. Got involved and then got sailed by 3. At the second goal of the night from the Swans' perspective, Wick's got the first. Trying to set up another. Deep is Ladders from the side, Hayward.
That was so bad.
Tried to move his man underneath the ball. Little chance here for Hayward. Swans get another. Quick thinking from Will.
Goal score assist to Draper there.
Couple for the night for Will Hayward, 2-1.
Yeah, I think we've had a few players actually play for them tonight.
Or not play for us.
Last weekend and then a couple of minus scores this. So
We are getting absolutely smacked, and Sydney are playing horrible. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think they're playing decent footy.
They're just they're not finishing, but they're moving. I mean, we're easy to move the ball against. Look at this. There's no one anywhere in front of him at all to tap that ball to, and Draper taps it to 3 Sydney players.
A lot of numbers around the footy, yet he's still able to find room.
Well, can you pass the Kelly fries, please?
Do you reckon that's an inexperienced thing that he should just smack the shit out of it to the boundary line?
He needs to take possession and do something with it.
He's basically just on the right side of his neck and his right shoulder, so he's just gone down the room to get checked out. Draper.
Sydney, Ladders.
Looks over the top. Collected a bit of Ladders free kick. Has been paid. Kennedy takes it.
Bit aioli or?
Lime and chili.
Initially, now the ground ball to be run. And White Buddy goes after it. The play Wick's got it back to
Has he Kelly fried? Nana?
Just stand there, mate.
You shit. Just stay and shut up.
No one argues with Matt Stevic because he's
What was that for, though?
Stevic. He was a bloke on the front of the paper. Oh, lock. Sorry, mate.
On the Toby Green thing.
Yeah. About umpiring in the age of dissent.
The age of dissent.
Dominant performance this from the Sydney Swans out to a 51-point lead.
It's one of the most difficult parts as a defender coming to tackle. You gotta be so careful when those players drive through hard and low. You really gotta keep your arms in tight. As soon as they get away from your body, get the hands free.
Waterman's.
2-3 for Pat Lee for the Indians.
For Caldwell, do you put Waterman in the guts?
No.
Two straight for Wicks, 2-1 for Hayward. Here's Latham sending the Swans forward again. 51-point leaders, and things are starting to get very ugly. Wicks, brilliant little move. In time to go back and send it deep again. Redmond in the right spot at the right time.
Oh, happens to under there. Absolutely spanked.
It's a struggle to get it forward. Every time they do, the Swans seem to have the answers. Blakey, offhands, Cutler.
Kind of like our strategy is like Homer Simpson boxing. Just like let him punch the shit out of us for 3 quarters.
Hopefully it ties
And then they
them
just
out.
tie it out, and then we'll see if we can bring it home in the last.
Not the worst game plan we've had in the last 3 years.
Win the term again. 20-point leaders at quarter time, 38 at the long break. The final break, Swans by 51.
Where's your smile now?
He's like, there's nothing in the manual for this.
Maybe that's our problem. Like, we haven't won a final in like 15, 20 years. So Rudden comes in, changes things up, and it's like, oh, this is better, lads. And it's still shit.
Yeah.
But it's maybe a little bit better than Worsfold's. But it's like, it's nowhere near what it should be.
How long's
I
Rudden's
think Rutten's
contract?
too young.
I think he's too nice.
Yeah. You got a nice coach, you got a nice captain.
And we're nice to play against.
Yeah.
There's
There's no rough, get in, grab the footy.
We can't spray him.
We're not saying spray him.
I am.
But when standards are not good enough,
Spray him.
don't smile at him and go, at least we tried.
It's hard when I feel like these sort of performances, to me, that's when you should cop a spray. It's like, guys, you're just not doing what you should be doing.
What the fuck are you doing?
Enough.
Like, is it a coaching thing? Because surely the coaches have seen it and told the players, so the players aren't responding. So, again, that's a coaching thing, I guess.
A bit of both. Are the players just too like?
Are they not fit enough to get back?
Are they okay with their lot? As in, like, it's like, oh, okay, I'm playing AFL football. That's enough. It's like, no, we want to fucking win finals. That was really good, Russ.
Thank you. Take my burgers pretty seriously.
Didn't last time, did you?
Use points to redeem your favorites. Value means more.
People try to do too much with a burger. Just salt and pepper, cook it like a steak.
Is it good?
Not medium rare though. Not rare.
No. True.
Primo.
I don't like the hot dogs with the red skins.
It just makes the hot dog look even worse than a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like even more.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They always
processed.
pop.
Yeah.
When Mum calls them mini Frankfurts little boys, I'm like, can you please not call them that? You're going home?
Yeah. That's what they're
Little
called.
boys.
Yeah, exactly. Tessie's on my side.
That's fucking gross.
You need an expert in more than just money. No, more than money.
Hi, Dad. Hello.
Yes, now. Didn't know she played. Yeah, in the 50s, I think.
The girls playing footy in the
I was
50s?
just going to say, we were playing for them.
They'd have been fucking burnt to the stake for witchcraft. The good old days.
Have you seen that show that has is it a league of their own? It's a league of their own when
Baseball?
the
Post
baseball.
World War II baseball?
Well, no, everyone, all the men went to war, so they had to get the women to play baseball because there was no men to play.
Yeah.
What do you want that special?
No, you go for it.
Right, Nana. That's delicious.
Corn just
And
for
now
like
we've
a
got
little bit of a crunch.
for dessert. Set.
Oh yeah. Oh, turn the oven off.
It's cooked.
Oh, good.
She probably just want to heat it up. Oh, wait, that soften it.
Lovely corn on the cob.
Yeah, you're faithful. Mate, that was fucking delicious.
Every Tuesday on Night, it's the Outback. Big trucker coming through for brand new adventures.
Oh, yeah.
Brand new Outback Tuesdays, 7 night.
Heard.
By the tough like this with football club,
Oh.
by 51 points with Josh Caldwell's courage.
You got hair.
We
Got that
remember
shoulder
today
right.
CG.
Yeah. It's like his fucking jaw's not dislocated.
Well, it's like who was the other guy that cleaned up and he got him right in the jaw.
Ridley.
Pretty sure that Josh Caldwell would courage that is hard to believe. There is the tail of the tape. Sydney Swans have been dominant from the very first bounce of this
Not getting my multi.
Last year's 51 points at the time. Warner.
We led for a bit.
He's been outstanding.
Done?
Ah,
Let's
thank
get
you.
down to Dupont.
Yeah, thanks, that Das. Yeah, certainly that heavy contact from John Caldwell. We're expecting Alec Waterman to come on as the medical sub. Just want to talk about Tom Papley because his return tonight. He's a real barometer of the footy club, but he's had 18
Did he play last week?
2 goals, 3. It's his best return since he missed the first 6 rounds with that hamstring injury. And he really gets the Swans.
Yeah, he did.
This is certainly his best game thus far.
Look at much better side now. That was Tom Papley back in there.
Is anybody else picking or will somebody eat that last burger?
No, I'm waiting for the crumble.
It's not one individual. I mean, it's a collective. I mean, they've just got to salvage a little bit of pride.
Who stands up? The whole team. Yeah, no shit.
So certainly not one person that's going to stand up. That's going to make a huge difference. It's Aston Birdie. They're just going to show a little bit.
Rice salad too. Parsley. Cabbage.
Parsley, cabbage, red, purple Brussels sprouts, spring onion.
And no capsicum.
Let's see.
No capsicum, no.
Body language, intent.
Oh, is that why Geordie doesn't eat?
No, George loves it too.
Steve, yeah.
I was close to putting capsicum in.
Last chapter about to be written.
Draper hand past the ball.
Oh,
And Alden Parrish sweeps it inside 50. Waterman on. Chance for Martin on his left. Bombers.
Oh, wrong foot.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
He needs to get. He's still. He's like, I get my prime medal, guys.
Here we go. Next 7. Here goes Jazzy. Oh, he's not there. Jazzy's not
Next
there.
7. The next 7 still we're not in front.
Are we? We're close though. Jared Wilson usually watches.
He's got to put himself to move to Victoria. Trained with the Bombers 2 months later. Gets given his opportunity.
2 months later, signs an extension.
Persistence.
Wonder if he's regretting it.
After being overlooked.
Should have put the contract talks on hold. You probably could have written your ticket anyway.
Did you hear Paul Francis has done the same thing?
Yeah.
They apparently they put an offer on him to take it, but they decided not to take it.
It's a very impressive start to create. Kicks a lot of goals on his left foot.
Is there any more from McGrath?
He's just on hold.
Ah, Shields just fucking drop it.
The back of it, here he is again, Nick Martin. Took it away, Patley.
Loves the sliding.
It's too easy.
Blue picked it up in one motion. Clever kick in the end. Back to front Wicks. Got runners everywhere. Decides to use Lloyd, but he wanted to let it short. Goes instead to
God, it's so easy.
Enormous amount of space. That's the one who doesn't talk to it perfectly, but as soon as a midfielder can come back to the corridor, it just opens so much. That little side set there by Jake Lloyd opened up the whole ground.
How many marks have they been able to take in the corridor tonight? It'd be a
17 inside 50 marks to 5.
Corridor. This man has kicked 0-5 in the last 2 weeks now. He kicked beautifully.
0-5. Yeah, exactly. And then
straight to the middle.
look at that Essendon supporter. Why are they trying to do that?
They've left the door ajar for a lot of the night, but they've always been the dominant team, and they've always, as you said, kicked a goal.
At least one tip right.
Doesn't matter when everyone in the competition tips it though.
Could be more behind.
I really thought we would be competitive tonight.
I did too.
Jake Kelly's no slouch. He's able to get some separation there and just a beautiful kick by Lloyd. That's been, to me, one of the most pleasing things I've seen for Sydney is that they've been so efficient going inside 50.
He's only 185, Vinny, but gee, plays so much taller than that. He gets a major after a run of 5 behinds. Draper again tries to be damaging out of the middle. So persistent. Went onto the jumper, got dragged to half forward. Slows him up in the end. Sweeps the ball wide to Goulden.
Go, Draper. You need to get back now.
Record this week, speaking about the 7 young Swans, will get to on Goulden in just a moment. One of those towards half forward, chance to back again. Again, Patley looks dangerous. Down to that. Goes on. Yeah.
Before he reads.
Really in the end.
Maybe even under the grill.
He just eases the ball. Kelly. Kelly short to Laverty.
Yes, bro.
There's a blanket and a coach behind you.
Yeah,
Grab it.
a good bar between the Bombers tonight. Good about the inside kick. On the line of well, yeah, that was just easy pickings. And the end with Jake Lloyd. So just on those Swans magnificent 7, they're talking about Errol Goulden's work rate and professionalism from day one. In fact, 2 years before he arrived, he had a week here and people blown away.
Yeah, absolutely, Hammer. He's just been able to really fit into this mould really well. His ability to work from the wing and just cover so much ground, and his elite kicking. Obviously, his game high 479 metres gained this evening.
Taken without it. Bryson Heppel gets the free kick though, looking for Hobbs through the corridor. Opens up the Blake. He loves to take a turn of speed on Ben Hobbs in the way. Did well right bottom.
Hobbs is giving pieces out there today. I think he's finally starting to feel comfortable
Being at
the AFL level.
Set up better all night. Played with more intensity. John Longmire still got some intensity at ground level. Lannams.
I'd be spewing if I was John Longmire.
Iron wrapped up. Strong tackle on the AFL logo.
When like your opportunity percentage for a top 4, you could have bet like done us by 100 points.
16 behinds.
On the tap, Hobbs.
Plus, there's a few out of balls, out of bounds of the ball.
Goals, well.
Just panic football.
It's out.
Literally just walked outside.
No wonder McGrath wants to leave, to be honest.
McGrath's hardly like the only one out there trying though. He's fucking part of the
No one
problem.
wants to leave, but he's fucking part of the problem.
I don't want to be in North Melbourne. I don't want to just be a team that's just fucking shit for the next 5
St.
years.
Kilda.
Pretending we're fucking rebuilding is doing nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. When you got nucleus of those guys, particularly, I
And
think
North
the Swans
are
have one of the best crops under 23.
I want to be a club where it's like we can't get players
Build that
because
synergy over a number of years can be really powerful for Swans.
Love that Logan McDonald was young key forward. He gets to learn his craft alongside
How is that not
Well,
fucking
it's all right,
blocking?
Buddy Franklin, the Swans. When you watch them live tonight,
Good boy, Perko.
Well
Yes,
done.
well done. That's what you want to see.
really good midfield.
But it's a second-year player. It's him and Hobbs and Martin.
Yeah.
Know about his ball winning ability over to Guelph.
Inside,
Give it to
inside.
Peter Wright. He needs the goals for the Coleman.
In good shape.
Get
Go,
in there,
Peter.
Peter.
Go, Peter.
Where's the effort?
Go, Peter.
Really defensive effort there.
Fuck, that was soft.
Why'd you fucking kick it to Waterman, though?
No, he's been great. His time on the ball was outstanding. Woodman had the drop of the ball there, but just timing was perfect. Once again, sitting at number next to easily.
Carlton.
Aaron's
To
walking.
Randy. Extraordinary serve. He's been 16 rookie drafted.
Golfy's running harder to get off the ground than anyone's running to go back.
Played the local league. I'm a feeling medal. Got picked up. Never looked back. Here's a chance for the Bombers through high. Got Kelly running with him. The other side is Heppel.
Typical Apple kick.
Looked up
Just
for no dinner here.
float it up and hope.
Real high.
Yeah.
Real high and slow.
It comes out all too easily. Kick not ideal. Got space. Bounce to it for the end for Kennedy. McGrath. Vision good. Kick good.
Where's Peter Wright?
Just, we've already lost. The only thing we have left for the season is Peter Wright getting the Coleman.
Ground level. Swans again will swoop. This time it's
Heppel, why are you at fucking forward pocket? You're half back. And now we're going to get done outside and call online. Ready?
Look, 3 men.
Here we go. They're at the back, are they? Who'd have thought?
Trying to stop him in his tracks. Not an easy thing to do. They surge it forward again. The Swans have got back to cover. The Bombers' defence.
Just in the last few minutes.
You're standing there, look. We're just standing still, completely still.
High through the corridor. The Bombers, can they get one on the rebound?
Throw.
Throw. Exactly the way the umpire saw it. Have a look at this. Dyson Heppel going 200. It's been a horror.
Fucking idiot. Get out of the way.
And he just knows no other way. Building.
Yeah,
To get in the way of Aaron Francis.
What are
and
you
Peter
even
Wright.
going to do?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
You're
take out.
bringing a man into the contest.
What's he going to do?
Walking up our
Not
Coleman
take out
back.
our Coleman.
There's a guy that's almost winning the Coleman, and you go and get in the way. You're half back. Good boy, Peter Wright.
That's on.
Oh, no advantage there. We've actually got fucking possession of the ball. Have a shot.
I
I think he's going back. I think he's taking his 30.
Nothing kick of the football. Bruises that one. Durham sets himself.
Come on, Francis.
Oh.
Just leg him.
Good boy, Perko. He missed. He missed.
I'm surprised he didn't let him pay for legging him.
McGrath's fucking terrible.
You know what? Leave.
Why are all our fucking half backs in our forward 50? Get out. You leave room.
We get sucked up too high. They get scored at the back.
Is Buddy? Look, Buddy's on his own. Look at the top of the screen. Buddy Franklin is on his own by miles.
Laverde's 30 meters in
He's
front,
coming
bro.
forward. Look, he's still coming forward, Laverde.
What he does?
Not mastering any of it. Here is Hobbs. Part of the future of the Bombers. They're trying to feel he sends it in the direction of Francis. Found it going
Oh.
tonight. Like a lot of his teammates, just set up perfectly.
And still on the ground, just watching.
McInerney showed a lot of
Martin, good boy, good effort.
Nick Martin.
Future.
Captain, give it to him now. 3 games in.
A little bit of calm.
Oh, have you got Martin, you're captain.
You got to your 200th. We've carried you here to get the milestone, and now you dropped to the twos. Imagine.
Well, he can't even get in twos. He was a captain.
Oh my God.
What? How's that on the ball?
He reads the ball as quickly down behind.
Buddy Franklin's the deepest man back again. Here we go. It's out on the Jets.
Great user. He Randy was playing at the University of New South Wales. Found him, turned him into something quite remarkable.
Yeah, that's key about the Swans. When you're successful, you don't get to go to the draft.
The worst thing is, if we came up against West Coast or Kangaroos right now, I'd be like, it's a 50-50.
Yeah,
It's not like, oh, we'll win this easily, and it's a percentage boost. It's like, I don't have any confidence.
You're going to lose the tip.
Oh my God. Shit. He needs to be dropped.
In recent times, all with really strong leadership on the ground, and they just develop better, and they set a standard that when players get to that club that they have to meet and they want to meet.
And the ball in hand there is set part of that standard Wayne Carey's talking about. Joey Kennedy. Last Gary Ablett, Junior's record for the most ever contested possessions.
We need someone like Parker. Just every single game, hard at the contest. Like Parrish and Merritt can be very good at finding the ball. Merritt's very good at using the ball. Parrish is very good at clearances. But Parker's just like a bull, just like at the ball. At the ball, at the man.
I think honestly, if they're our best 22, the game plan actually works. Do you think the fact that half the VFL team is playing that, like...
Right now, I don't think, and we said this a couple of weeks ago, I don't think, even with Jones in, Langford in...
Jones won't come out the forward 50, maybe a little bit. Tipper a little bit, but we're talking about missing like forwards. We're not missing
String is
half
that
back.
good, isn't he, usually?
No, he's not a bull in the middle.
Oh, God. Look how many Swans players there are unmanned.
Crowded forward 50. You set to might end up with a set of Sydney hands somewhere on the football. Here it is. Gordon. Little handball to Parker. Parker tries to finish. Doesn't quite get there.
Good read.
Zach Reed needs to be brave. It is with Buddy. So you say, you look at Essendon and you see that they're a side that looks lost to you. How quickly can you be found? How quickly can you get it?
Well, this is a team that played finals last year, and I guess our expectations were for them to follow that up.
Unbelievable.
Some more scoreboard pain is missed.
So
they're going to score 20 points behind.
I respect in the football world no more than Mick Mulhouse. Mick Mulhouse thought they could win the premiership this year.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It was such.
How much Mick Mulhouse knows.
No, but it was such a passing comment. If you hear him actually say it live, he's like, what he said was, he was asked who was going to win the Premier this year, and he's like, it's hard to tell. If you look at what happened in the last couple of years, even someone like Essendon could come through and win the grand final this year. Look what happened to Melbourne coming out of nowhere. No one thought they were going to be in the top 8, and they won the Prem.
Yeah.
And they took that soundbite and was like, Essendon is the favourites to win with Mick Malthouse.
Muscles his way through. Nick Martin ends up getting the loose football and sending it wide. Allows Ridley to run onto it. His left, wants Durham. Oh! He was ridden into the end. Couldn't quite take the half volley then.
50.
Let it play it. All over the top.
It's definitely not an advantage if Tom Cutler picks up the ball.
He got picked up and has made every opportunity count for him so far in his short AFL career.
Even that, why pop up the ball so high and people? Yeah, exactly. Penetrating kicks.
Perkins is just a little touch too far out.
Again, a penetrating kick. To a degree.
Just to follow on from Duck's comments, I mean, one of the big things about being a football club and an elite football club is just to be hard to play against. And for me, I look at Essendon.
AC join, we'll probably lose Caldwell now for fucking 12 weeks.
The game gets a little bit tough. They just seem to falter. They don't get organised together. They don't put enough pressure on the opposition. Again, Brian, Welfie slapped it down again. The Swans queued up here through the hands of Parker. Heppel picked it up nicely. Archie Perkins was good enough to get it back to McGrath. Back to Heppel.
Fuck off, Heppel.
Heppel.
Real pressure again. He's hacked it out of bounds at the field.
Waterman, fresh legs, has not touched the football.
Perkins actually standing up for the captain, fucking no one else is.
The Callum Mills there. They've been verbal, they've been tough, and they've been better. The Sydney's gone to every area of the game tonight.
How far did he run? He ran up to the 30 and he kicked it from the goal line.
You're a genuine contender. Awkward one from Reed, got it back to behind. Heppel's handball was good. Mark.
Oh, Jesus. How's his fucking head?
Someone remonstrate with him.
Just continues to work really hard and run now. They call the play on.
The only teams that really need to worry about Essendon are like the teams that play the team we're playing the following week, because we just play teams into form. Like Sydney have not been great the last few weeks.
That's why I thought it was a bad thing that I was last week.
Yeah.
Losing 2 in a row. I was like, fuck, Swans are just going
They kicked 13 goals in 19. It's like they've played well today.
That improved in recent weeks ahead.
Well, if they kick 19 goals, 13, it's been 80 points.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
Very desperate indeed. Into the pocket it sails again.
7 goals, 7 minutes. Lee Matthews.
And that's why this one's going to be hard to judge from a Sydney point of view.
Still lose.
That's what I said before.
We're 11 points behind them. Needs to give 9.
Just pass it. Don't have a shot.
Have a shot.
No, pass it to
They're
2
right.
metre. You happy? You're a point. Peter Wright could have got a goal and 1 step closer.
52-point margin.
I would always say as well, like, keep everyone out of 50 when we're attacking. Just leave Wright 1 out. Get out of the fucking way. Flood. Park the bus defensively.
Send it in the Franklin direction. He's won most of the contests that he's been involved in tonight, buddy. This occasion.
No, he hasn't.
Don't go in. Don't go in, Shield. Don't go in, Heppel. Don't go in, Merritt.
He's better right. Level the goal square. That space gets closed down quickly.
Whoa.
Mills. Back in.
Get out.
Insufficient attempt.
Yeah.
She walked over with it.
So a bit of jump time now here at the SCG.
Zach Reed's gone to Franklin. I think that's a great experience for a young key back to get a look at, arguably the best ever. So you think that would be
Whoa.
a specific thing?
A play on. He threw the ball.
The other way, Durham.
With 1 arm.
No, not Heppel.
Picked up though by Dyson Heppel. Brian trying to get access to it at ground level.
Oi.
They're mean-spirited tonight, refusing to concede anything. Gordon Sample came out to back in
Waterman's
there.
fucking slow.
Pressure, Waterman is safe.
Whoa.
How's that not on the ball?
And miss.
How many times were we paid against us holding the ball for dropping it? And that was the perfect example the other way around. Fuck.
6.5, 7 to go. It's a great opportunity for Reed to see what it's like because if the game's close, maybe they're not doing that, but it's great development. That's where you learn the most as a young key back.
Have you marked the Swans tonight?
I'm very impressed. Their ability to move the ball is why they're a great team. They've been able to execute tonight. And I think the last 10, 15 minutes, they've taken all the pace out of the game. A bit more kick mark, just to put the game on ice. It's been very impressive, and it's hard to see a fault in the game tonight.
For me, it's hard to judge, mate. I think they've been allowed to play the way they've wanted with a real lack of pressure. So it's a hard one for me.
They're always going to be seen.
I don't really think they've played that well. It's just, it looks impressive because we've been so poor.
Always going to face a stiff opposition. The Ducks point they've been allowed to
3 open men. A 2-on-1
Take your
and
pick. Take your pick. 3 blokes in the goal square.
2-on-1 and 3 open guys in the forward 50. Sorry, man, it's officially over. Let's get 100.
First team to 100. All right. Statistically, we're going to lose this one, boys.
Draper's had 8 clangers.
How many touches?
And he hasn't
7?
had 8 touches.
So last week he had 5 clearances and 2 touches.
He's
When I
had,
checked
he's
at
had
quarter,
four disposals and 8 clanging.
when I looked before at quarter time, he had negative fantasy points.
This is just another example. That's just a dump kick, but the fact that it's a dump kick from that situation, and Sydney have so many numbers there, and as you can see, you're not seeing too many Bomber defenders anywhere near that. That shows you how, and I know I've said it enough, but dysfunctional. And how they're setting up is just completely wrong.
Been a horror night.
Who are those cunts smiling on the back bench? Who's that bloke? Stop smiling.
High hopes.
Is that the high performance manager?
No.
Have been steamrolled by the Swans.
What's his name? Sean Murphy or something.
Sean Murphy.
Draper.
We get the free kick here with his 30 possession. Part of that group of young players Graham was talking about a moment ago that the future looks so bright for the Sydney Swans. Free kick for Lloyd.
Probably pay deliberate. Oh, no, that's not. I was going to say before you sit down, doesn't it?
How long's Truck got left for his contract?
A while.
Into next year.
The horse, he's been able to swing at ground level and sit back and admire his team's performance. It's been comprehensive, not surprised that, but he deserves a little rest at the end. He never actually looks like he's at ease. I don't think you are as a senior coach. You're up by 58 points. You've got 4.5 minutes on the clock. He's looking still as stressed as he was talking to Jude Bolton pre-game. Hayward's ferocity hasn't waned at all.
Slum tackle.
Being at the move, ball's out well, he's dragging the ground.
And how do you get rid of it?
Swans have had a good night.
So why is that time on?
Great work out.
The tackle numbers, and it's just something that's
This is the first target he's hit.
time this year. The side has finished the game.
No, he loves that little chip kick that does
Four
nothing.
of those 16 that Essendon, it's going to happen again tonight. Little chance here, perhaps something like that.
Gee, that's how bad we are. There's a
Kick the
bloke
goal.
on the back of his. He's laying on his back and he still gets a possession and gets a kick off. 2 metre.
Peter.
So very impressive the back line. The back line for Sydney being stingy, which is a great way to describe when they're defending.
Did Phil Davis just compliment himself on the adjective chosen to describe fucking Swans? He's sitting there, he's like, good call, Phil Davis. This is Phil Davis, and Phil Davis, best commentator on the air tonight.
Leaving at high speed, Nick Blakey.
Few blokes are great one commentator. Best on real tonight. It would be for me, Phil Davis.
An opportunity for Swans just to practice their tempo game. Put their hand in, get back into the side. And then Wicks is going to
Who they got out the back? Who we got now? Yeah,
So Kenny wanted it down the line there.
over the top.
Yeah. Both of you guys go there rather than peel up and take a man.
Just let the attackers get goal side.
Easy open target, Nick Blakey. Sharing it around the Mills. Got over it.
You know what most play like most of the time when you have these build up plays, you're like, oh shit, the defenders have got back. I'm like, shit,
Yeah,
you've given
we've set up our zone.
yeah, they've given them too much time. They've gone away from the players. Guys, attack! Yeah. Hurry the ball on so we can defend.
Down a shot and then puts the 9-iron into the top of the square. He worked hard to get down
Good,
there.
Ridley.
Going to create another goal here.
Wow.
Hayward on the outside of the boot.
Oh,
Get there, Martin. Or Reed.
He's got another one, Hayward.
that's what? How can you be the goal square?
Touch the boot.
Player to set up the kick.
Mason Redmond believes it was touched. He's a man of high integrity, surely. No, off the boot.
I'm not sure again. I'm not sure to be honest. What do you reckon? Mason Redmond says pretty that touch off the boot.
Must be his screen, eh? Must just be his screen.
This is very insufficient.
Clear it's touch, sure.
Well, it doesn't really matter. There's not enough proof to say it's not. So
Oh yeah, that's easily touched.
Pretty keen to know what's going on, mate.
Yeah, you could have been 180.
remember last week when they looked at one frame, I was like, yeah, nah. Like, what are you guys?
The wrong frame too.
And then they were then the next score review, they spent about 5 minutes trying to prove Essendon wrong. You know you were booing. They're winning by 50 points.
He's telegraphed that he wants this to go to Draper as well. Yeah.
Where's that screen? This is an assistant on screen.
It's out presented by McCartan.
I didn't
Complete the deal.
Yeah.
How's a Ruckman telling us up like this? Alright, calm down, mate. Go back over.
As moves he kicked the ball forward, saw the floor. Clark continues to sit on the bench, so Hickey. Looking for his first of the year, just steps out.
Kicked like a true Ruckman.
Yeah, we lost by less than 10 goals.
Because he kicked 21 points.
Never actually happy until all players are off the ground without an injury.
Still time, Buck.
I'll just see a coach the only thing I'm stressed about now is
Pay that.
these days the competition's so easy.
Waterman, here we go. One ineffective kick. Ready?
Waterman works the ball down the line to Brian.
Oh, tripped it. 50.
Has to deal with a couple of stones. Nurses and I.
Peter right.
Hopes that Francis can do some
Francis,
damage.
you need to swallow that.
So last week you dropped out 20.
Gets out the McInerney tackle. Gets out
Don't.
Shield.
Jesus.
Because you're too scared and,
He won't shoot.
and not capable of kicking a goal, you handball it to someone who's literally standing next to an opponent.
McInerney just stood there for fucking 15 seconds, I reckon.
This is ridiculous.
The Swans just move it around.
He wasn't under pressure because no Essendon players
Yeah,
were tackling.
exactly.
So that's a free kick to us. This is ridiculous.
Right now, the 30 tackles for Essendon, the least for the
30.
season.
Least for the season.
32, the clubhouse leader.
I want to be at the ground so I can boo the players as they walk off. Like
We're
when,
recorded, bro, and send it in.
like when we lost by over 100 points to fucking Western Bulldogs, and supporters were over the fence just fucking giving it to them.
What is your name?
Yeah, she's back there from home.
Oh, like looking at it.
Yeah. She just said it was like so different. Like
Keep smiling, Heppel.
relationships and she thought she was really missing.
Yep, keep smiling. Don't change your ways. So
If we carry Heppel off the ground, it's going to be the most work two of those players have done for the game. Fuck me.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Better tell the wife no frivolous spending. Too much cash.
That's
in the
$700,000
front
a
household
year.
next year. Yeah.
Have you paid cash for that farm up in Massillon?
All right, should we do this recording while it's fresh and emotional?
Didn't watch half a game.
Very short.
We'll bring you up to speed.
Oh shit.
It looked like you got on top of the contest early in that first quarter, just to be able to win the footy around the ball.
Yeah, and so we spoke about serving the ball in last couple of weeks. We spoke about handball in today. We just served it forward and just press the game from
Do you ever see that fat in the face?
Who?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mate, you just kicked us by fucking 60 points. How funny is that?
For the ball, Tilly just weren't going in. Unfortunately, the free kick, but this is a great contest. He's so tough. He comes off his man, and I reckon he's one of the best defenders in the football.
Congratulations on the win.
Cheers, Stephen.
Big win for the Sydney Swans. They got rolled by the Gold Coast Suns last week. Tonight, 58-point winners over the Bombers. Welcome along to Best on Ground. We're going to show you all the wraps from that game. We'll get in the room. The full panel is assembled. Nathan, you are here. Let's start with you. We talk about a week is a long time in football. A week ago, Sydney